All right. Time to stream once again. Apologies in advance for the throat clearing that's going to occur during this, but it is stream number 3 of the showcase, and there are definitely a few more to go, as you'll soon see. But let me just get this posted all over the place, and we'll get some people watching, hopefully. The notifications on my channel right now are probably going mental because I'm streaming and I just posted a video. So it's going to be busy. Let's put it here. Just like that. And, okay. This video should be live as well. Everything is getting confusing now. Hey, welcome to the stream, everybody who's joining. Thank you for joining me once again. Stream number 3 of the showcase, stream number 2 of Sportsman. You can see I just have a random car in here. I was doing some overlay testing because I was trying to add a donation goal as a joke, which you'll probably see on there. I'll explain that in a bit. First thing I'm going to do, though, this might play music. No, we're good. I just gotta add a comment to my most recent video. Boys, I got to admit, it's been an extremely busy time over the past couple days, especially with this stream stuff kind of taking up a lot of time, but it has been a lot of fun. I definitely would say that I have no business being a professional streamer of any kind. I'm definitely not qualified for this kind of work. And because I generally can only stream for like 3 hours max before I just kind of pass out and die, which is sort of what happens towards the ends of these streams. It just feels like how the heck do people even do this for so long every day? So I don't know. I guess it's a skill. Honestly think that streaming is more difficult than people give it credit for, especially if you don't have a huge audience. Like you gotta keep up that energy and stuff. Yeah, so I guess we should wait just a couple minutes here, make sure that people are able to pour in. And then we'll jump into the rest of the Sportsman class. I'm just on my phone here looking at the other video, seeing how it's doing. Yeah, okay, decent. Basically, when will the next showcase be? Ooh, man, we're not even done this one. So I can't exactly say when the next one's going to be. Although I hope to do one soon, the reality is it's probably not going to happen. Just because, well, okay, good, we still got the frame rate limit on. Just because it's like a ton of work to put these things on, and it's going to take a lot of time to get through it. I'm going to load up the next car, though. It's the Mako Camsol Baja, and we'll be racing in this. I just realized I probably should have just reloaded the time trial. It's probably not going to work. Oh? Nah. Yeah, it still doesn't work. It's alright. Yeah, part of the reason it takes so long to like do anything in this is because we have to reload the map every time. You used to be able to just like load up cars into the time trial over and over again, and I almost want to revert to that version of beamng just for these showcases. That was a couple versions ago though that was happening. You're excited for the next one. The next one isn't even planned yet, so it's yeah, I can't even like discuss it. Basically, we can just theorize what the next showcase is going to be. There's no like set in stone stuff. I was thinking about something. I'll tell you about that as we get through this car. So it's been a couple minutes. Let's get into it. Hyperfang is up next with the Mako Camsoil Baja. Yeah, Goofy, we'll probably still be going 2 hours from now. Sorry to miss your question there. And other question, do you think anybody's going to beat the composter? Probably. It already has been. It has been done. The harvester had a good time without ESC, but with ESC, it's garbage. Just to give you some heads up, once we finish Sportsman, if we have some time, I'm going to do the area of shame cars. There's only 12, so hopefully we can do those, so that the Sportsman is just like straight up done. And then I think it's going to be 2 or 3 streams in class 7, and then another stream for class 1600. So like there are a lot of streams to go here. It's going to be busy as we try to get through all this stuff. I'm excited, but it's a lot of streams. Anyway, let's get into the first car and get this list sorted. And we may as well start getting down, getting through everything. So basically what we learned from my experience so far in this showcase is that big vehicles and heavy vehicles actually do the best in this showcase, which is a good thing for the large stuff like the Harvester and the bus and the RV. Rob's RV last time ran extremely well and actually ended up in 2nd place overall, which is insane. So something to keep in mind is that big heavy vehicles are really good here, which means class 7 probably be somewhere in between, and class 1600 is all light small stuff, and it's going to be a disaster. So I'm looking forward to that. Thankfully the class is small. The fun part about Sportsman though is because of the DQ list, we're actually going to be running the class 7 DQs and the class 1600 DQs at the end of the stream, so I'll get a little bit of a preview of what is to come basically. So I'm kind of interested to see how that goes. I think it's going to be good overall. So back talking about the Camsoil, nice sponsorship segment going on here. Nice 4-door. This is actually a very well-tuned car. Nice and soft, but like not too soft, which is good. It's got that like perfect amount of softness, like the mattress commercials are always trying to tell you they have. But honestly, this one, if it's lacking anything, it's power. I think it needs a little bit more juice under the bonnet to be able to get up to speed here. Sitting in 2nd gear is not ideal for this track, but if we're on 1st, then we're going to be shifting constantly and it's not going to work. So, oh, settle down. No, on the wheels, so we keep her going. But yeah, 1st gear isn't good for this. 2nd is a little weak. I feel like a little different gearing maybe could help it too. It's good though. This is a good one. Oh, I rolled over for the 3rd time and still made it out of it. I'm trying to read chat and drive at the same time, which you know is, it's gotta be illegal. Not a bad time, 2:21, and we're done. Not bad at all, actually. Very respectable time. 2:21.719. I've just realized this shirt that I'm wearing is a very heavy one, and this might be a hot stream. I'm gonna have to take this off at some point. GTFO is our next vehicle. Uh-oh, it doesn't exist. Unlimited. There it is, GFTO. Oh, I wrote it incorrectly in the spreadsheet. Hold on, let me fix that. See, when I was reviewing these cars, I was trying to fix that, but GFTO, pretty much GTFO, close enough, unlimited. By Cyrene. Cyrene is up next. Hey, glad that you can be here. I expect that because I just put out a video that a lot of people are going to be jumping over to this stream instead of watching the video. But looking at that video's progress, it's not actually doing that good so far. So maybe it's not the perfect chime. Wow, this thing is ridiculous. All-wheel drive, by the way. What on this earth? Absolutely insane this thing is. And I've just realized I forgot to put this on the screen. No, we're good. Okay. Hold on a sec. There we go. Now we're extremely good. We got some width, we got some pink. I think this one's going to be a decent runner. The GFTO Unlimited. 10,000 RPM. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this one's quick. No shortage of power, big wheels. I think we have a contender on our hands, as we tend to whenever something pops up that's actually decent. Okay, it rolls extremely easily. And, I mean, it lived, but we're so close to the start, I'm going to try it again. Yeah, I said I was live. Yeah, no, I've definitely, I've done this to myself, haven't I? I've made it so everybody's here instead of watching the new video. No worries, though. I think support in general is what I'm looking for. It doesn't matter which video it's on. Okay, let me explain some stuff while we're racing number 39 here. This thing is very difficult to control. It has all the right aspects of what makes a car good on this track, but it is lacking a little bit of control, a little bit of grace that we see with some of the other cars. Oh my goodness, when you mat it, it absolutely flies. That's gonna be a good jump though. Yo, there goes all the fenders. One more try. This time I gotta make it. So, I added a donation goal. It's underneath the boost meter there, which is probably not the best place for it now that I'm looking at this stream. But it's a bit of a joke. That's why it says $20,000. I don't expect to ever hit that, but just so you know, I'm not trying to be greedy. It's the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution Fund. So all donations and proceeds go directly to there. Same thing with any sponsorships like the one in the most recent video. That's going to the Lancer Evolution Fund. Because I don't think there's any other way I can buy one at this point. Especially if you watch that video and you pick up on some of the hints I was dropping during the sponsorship segment. Okay, one of our fenders is impeding our progress, so we'll just run that straight over. This thing is using the boat fender, like boat trailer fender style fenders, which is funny, but they look pretty good on it, so can't complain about that. Oh, that tree! Oh! Land it, land it! Landed it! Oh, it died. Okay, back on the track. One thing I should have noted with this was that it's a car-turned Baja vehicle, which generally does struggle in our showcase here. Anything that's car-shaped is just generally not working well in this area. I think, like, looking back on the vehicle that I created for this, which was the Baja Pugo, hold on a sec. Roll. There we go. Because this is the third run, we gotta force it through. But the Baja Bugo thing that I made for a video was pretty good. I just think if it was wider and longer, it would have been better. Or if it was just naturally a truck, it would have been better. Seems to be the case here. Welcome to the stream, everybody. We got 40 people here. Things are looking good with our second car of the day. One thing I've realized about streaming is, oh geez. Yeah, no, the front wheels are very messed up. But that's good enough for a 238.5, basically. Not bad. 38.496. CXR Mississippi Sportsman. Let's see how this one does. How many entries are in Sportsman? Well, looking on our sheet here, if you scroll down, there are 58 entries. 45 of them actually made it through the review process, and then we have 12 extras from the stuff that was kicked in the next two classes. So essentially, Sportsman is 57 entries. All those red bars that you see, those are cars that were kicked. So, yeah. You just got a new laptop. Unable... Actually, you are able to run beamng. That's good. That's great that you can enjoy beamng finally. beamng is pretty taxing on computers, but as things get newer and newer, it's good that everybody can enjoy it. I have done a video playing beamng with a GT610, which is a ridiculously cheap graphics card, and so I know what it's like to play it on super low settings. All right, so this one is the Meatball, that's the creator's name, CXR Mississippi, a more car converted into Baja vehicle style, and this one is 4x4. Yeah, no, that video with the GT610 running beamng is one of my favorite videos that I've made. It really is a lot of fun. And I really like when I have those like ideas to do something and it actually comes through and is decent. Sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, let's try this, and then it ends up being terrible. So that one was one idea that I thought was good and it actually turned out good. So I feel good about myself for making fun stuff like that. Oh goodness. Bouncy, bouncy. That's the problem with these very low vehicles. It's got big wheels, but it doesn't have massive ones, so that makes it struggle at least a little bit. Good 4x4 though, and the gearing seems fine. Beautiful jump. That was actually perfect. Okay, down into second. If that corner was smooth, it would be such a fast corner, but because it isn't, well, it's slow as heck unless you want to be bouncing around in there like this. Oh, stalled it. So, because I was able to review the rest of the cars today, I was able to get through all the 1600s as well, so every car has been reviewed for the showcase. And that means that we have a total of all the cars that are running in the showcase, and that is 178 or 176, one of those two. It's on the spreadsheet. Okay, I'm going to stick in third gear because I actually want to limit my speed a little bit through some of these sections. Okay, maybe not this section, this one's pretty smooth. But yeah, so because everybody was allowed to put in two cars, oh, that wheel is really bent. It basically meant that a lot of people, not too many people, but a lot of people put in two cars and really amped up the turnout for this showcase. It is a big showcase. Probably the biggest we've ever done in terms of like large scopes, just because of how many, like how long each one of these runs takes, and then each time spent with the car is significantly more. Plus, people were able to put in two, so it's like, yeah, no, that's a lot of entries. But having completed one class and a half, I can firmly say we still have like 4 streams left, which is a lot of streams, but it's not that bad. It's gonna be good. 238. Not a bad time, that very respectable time. That's number 25 of the showcase overall. And actually the same time as the last car, just slightly worse. Yeah, the JGTC showcase was insane. EUL, there it is, Sportsman Unlimited. Some of the showcases in the past have just been like gigantic, and it was taxing on the streaming side of things. I remember I wanted to do them all in like one stream or something for one of these showcases, and it ended up being over 7 hours, which was crazy. To be streaming for 7 hours, it was too much. So I kind of vowed at that point, it's like, I'm never streaming for 7 hours again. Like, no charity could get me to stream for that long. It was too much. It was way too much. So that's why I tend to limit the streams to 3 hours ish these days. This one might be a little bit longer because we want to do some more cars, but I'm hopeful that these cars will just kind of like go and not too many retries, because that's what takes the most time. So this one is made by Serenity Cosmo. It is called the Euler Sportsman Unlimited. Another car converted into a sports car, or a Baja car. I like what they're doing with the back end. That's a very interesting idea. This thing flings dirt like no tomorrow, and it is all-wheel drive. Pretty good so far, a little bouncy. Rear engine, and it looks to be a large lad as well. Okay, it seeks the road. It wants to go back to its car roots. Okay, come on. Pull it together. I gotta pull it together too. Oh, we lost a wheel. Yeah, this is what I mean about the retries. I look like a what? Sorry, a what? Dropping hints. Yeah, I don't look too scruffy right now. I got that mustache going for reasons. Oh man, she's losing fixtures like crazy, but this time I'm anticipating the run out, so... Oh man, it doesn't deal with the small bumps very well. Roll it. Land it. Oh, landed. Okay, we're continuing. So yeah, what Lonesome Transcendence has said is actually true. True from my advertisement on the most recent video. Yeah, okay, so talking about... Oof. Did that screw up the wheel? Oh, it did. Okay, I'll try it one more time, just to see if it can do better than that. But yeah, I was trying to drop some hints in my most recent video's ad for Henson Shaving, so... There's some other stuff going on in my life in the background. Oh, she is... This, like, Porsche-esque vehicle, it's supposed to be a Porsche kind of shape, but definitely thoroughly modified. That's a rock. No! It's still early. I'm gonna give it one more shot. That rock is a menace. 911 with a slant nose front end, yeah. I mean, the back end, the way that the creator of this has designed it is not 911 in the slightest, which is cool. I think it's interesting to try out some different combos of things. I'm gonna go slow for this run because I just kind of want to get this one through a lap. This is one of those cars that is, I think it's good on paper, but in concept, the suspension, or in practice, the suspension is like ridiculously soft and too soft. Definitely too soft. So if we stick it out in second... Oh man, I haven't even tried to take the jump. I'm gonna go around the jump for this one. We're going for a very safe run here. Going around the jump might actually be faster, but the thing is, it's Oof. It's the mulligan shortcut thing for cars that can't do it. It's good to have an option to go around the jump when possible. Okay, oh no, don't you dare. If it rolls, we'll just roll it over. But I just don't want it to get damaged. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, easy. In the true spirit of Baja, I am forcing cars through the runs. They tend to, like, if you actually watch a Baja race, like the Baja 1000, they do some crazy field repairs, and it's kind of cool. I think that sort of spirit can extend to this as well. Your bike loses a wheel or something, they just, like, slap her back on there and continue. That's basically what I'm doing. Ooh, that's rough. That's really rough. Okay, we're almost done. Big Porsche, just take me to the finish, please and thank you. Just finish. No. Oh, actually, that was pretty slick. This is a bit of a shortcut as well. If you go out down this side, you can dodge a lot of the bumps on the actual road. I don't try to go down that side for cars, but some of them just kind of end up there, and then it becomes too much work to bring them back over, so they stick where they are. We're going to do the shortcut in this one as well, and we'll shortcut this as well. So basically giving this the most optimal time that we can get. This track is one where shortcuts are extremely easy to do. Like, you can pretty much shortcut every turn. But as per my own headcanon, I think it's better to just run the track properly. So the next one is called the Weep Jingler, which is a great name. I'm excited to see this one go. But with a V8, I don't know what engine that one had. Felt like a V8 though. Read it and weep, boys. It's time for the Weep Jingler. Oh yeah, something good that happened recently, and I'm going to test something out real quick, so please let me know if this ruins the stream for the next run. But my internet service provider just, like, randomly sent me an email and said, oh, we've upgraded your upload speed to double what it was before. And I was like, okay, is there a catch? And yeah, there was no catch. They literally just doubled my upload speed. So let me know if the stream gets fuzzy or anything, but I'm gonna try to go with a little bit of a higher bit rate on this one, because that'll improve the quality. And hopefully the upload is good enough for us to actually do it. Yeah, so let's go. Weep Jingler, and I see the creators in the chat, Caleb Tippler. Does this have ESC? No. Okay, you're probably good. Alright, running this one in just drive, as I do with every vehicle in this showcase. One click of the button and she's off, which is a rare non-manual so far in the entries we've run today. Pretty darn soft, this one, but it's a good kind of soft. Congratulations on the suspension tuning. This one's pretty decent. I feel like I can take some bold risks when a vehicle gives me confidence in the suspension. This one being one of those ones. Okay, we're gonna hit the jump a little awkwardly. Oh, not bad. A little too fast, though. Say goodbye to your bull bar. Rounding the corner at an incredibly slow speed, mostly just because it's really, really easy to roll over there. I think this is going to be a respectable time out of this one. Genuinely. Oh, unless she throws off to the side. Come on. Come on, give it the juice. There we go. So this one is, I don't think there was an actual Jeep body in the capabilities of 1995, or within the bounds of 1995. So this is actually a Land Cruiser body, if I'm remembering correctly, or a Toyota, a Toyota Land Cruiser, same thing. But yeah, kind of interesting to see that. Taking the shortcut somewhat by accident. Now, we're gonna try to stop here a little bit. We're not gonna be cutting the corner, we're gonna be doing the decent way. Which is up, down, up. One more obstacle. Ooh, no game-winning time, but this is gonna be good. Oh, we just lost a wheel. She's going in anyways. 206. That's a respectable run. That puts you in 6th place overall. 6th place in the entire showcase, not just this section. That leaderboard is everything. Not bad. Time for Turbo Crash. You're actually here for it as well. I'll do my best. I will do my best. This one is the Dominator. Oh, it's a big boy. This one might have a good chance to do something. All-wheel drive, big lad, and it's pretty massive. So we'll see what it does. Some of the fastest cars in this have been just really, really long wheelbase vehicles. Yeah, so funny story. A portion of the showcase was supposed to be based on design, and I kind of just cut that out because I just didn't want to. Just didn't want to have to go through all the designs specifically, so that's why stuff like the Weep is like totally fine. It's not really Baja, but it's cool enough for this. I didn't want to cut down more cars. If you look at the spreadsheet, I'm just going to scroll down real quick. I think we lost 37 cars due to DQs. 37 just due to DQs, which is crazy. Okay, time for the Dominator MK48 V8 made by Turbo Crash. Let's see this Frankenstein energy beast go. Ooh, sounds good. Okay, it's very slow. But it feels like a lumbering kind of slow. Like, nothing's gonna stop it, but it's not gonna get there particularly quick. That's what I would say. Third gear, come on. Speed. Power. No ESC or anything to worry about on this one, which makes me happy. Yeah, building momentum, that's exactly what it's doing. I don't think I'd be able to stop this thing once it's going. That is a jump and a half. Oh, but it lands it without any worries. Yeah, no, that's the big thing with these big boys. They are extremely durable. Yeah, this is definitely a Dakar style truck. It's good though. Like, it's extremely durable so far. That jump was not taken well, and it landed it just fine. Some of the other cars would have absolutely been destroyed off of stuff just like that. Although we just did lose a bull bar, so okay, doesn't affect functionality. That's all that matters. Yeah, no, I like these big cars. Oh, geez. But basically the reason is because they're just really, really easy to drive. And some of the small stuff, it's a little bit more tedious and it takes a couple runs. This is going to be a run wonder. Not an amazing time, but a definite smooth time with no significant mistakes or anything like that. Just because easy to drive, not ridiculously fast. Brakes are... Oh, almost lost it. As I was like, oh, it's so easy, and then I just tip it over immediately. Okay. Oh, no! I did flip it, and we lost a wheel. Are you kidding me? We lost 2 wheels. Oh, man. Okay. I'm doing it again. It wasn't going to pull itself over there. Literally the last jump, she dies. Okay, this time I'll try to focus on being smooth and tranquil. We'll be so smooth, so tranquil. There will be no mishaps on this run. Hey, if you came here for eventful, then you're in the right place, because that was very eventful. So smooth. Smooth is fast? Smooth is fast in its own way, for sure. I think jittery is fast sometimes too. Some of these cars are just like extremely painful to get around the track, but they are very, very quick. Now that was a much better jump than last time. Very, very soft. Very, very beautiful soft landing. See, I'm learning. I'm gonna try to... I'm gonna try to be fast. Okay, I'm doing that with every single one of these, but I'm gonna try to not screw up this time on that last jump, is basically what I'm basically meaning to say. Too many basics in this speech here. Okay, this time, I remember I hit this really hard last time, so slow is better. We're coming up to the corner. Well, not the corner, but a corner. Up here, where I almost lost it again, so again, gonna be careful. Oh, she fast. For most of the cars, I can't hammer it there, but for this one, you absolutely can. Second gear. Oh! Don't you dare! Don't you dare! No! Oh, I lost a wheel again! I'm gonna do it again. This is the last run. Oh my goodness. The end section does not agree with this very much. Okay, this is the last run. Even if it screws up, and even if I screw up and it loses a wheel, it's gonna finish the next thing. No matter what, it will finish. Okay, I look away for a second and then I almost fall. Focus on driving. I don't know, it's not easy to do. That was a huge jump. Oh my goodness. Same thing that I keep doing there is dropping down to first. I feel like that's probably the best way to just get maximum acceleration out of that. Considering how slow the turn is normally, like, seems like the best call. If this thing was to be faster, how much power does this have? Just out of curiosity. I think it needs like double that, maybe even triple, for the weight. But keep the thing as heavy as it is, just like quad the power, or double or triple it, or whatever I said. And then it would be an absolute rocket on this track. Absolute missile, but a massive missile. Nuclear bomb. I'm gonna take the hard bumps here. 280 horsepower. Oh, okay, yeah, that's not a lot. Okay, I'm gonna do this thing called brakes and stopping. We're gonna make it no matter what. It's gonna get through this. Slowly now. Slowly now. Don't you dare tip over. Follow the road. Don't you dare. Okay. 213. Okay. We made it. We made it. 213. That's actually 10th place overall. Not bad for a big boy. 213. 361. Pretty good. Pretty good, actually. Only 280 horsepower and OG rule set as well. That is quite a good time. And please let me back in. There we go. 208. 208 Baja contest is up next. This is a hatchback Mustang made by the Mustang boy. Oh, you're actually in the chat as well. Hey, we got a lot of creators in the chat today. It's good to get some like insight on what you did with your car. Ooh. I'm curious to see how this goes. And I guess did anybody mention anything about the frame rate dropping or whatever? It seems like our high bitrate is still good, so yeah, that's a good sign. That means that my internet is actually improved. We can go for a higher bitrate. We're up to like 9,000. Mustang boy. Is this not a Mustang chassis? Am I wrong about that? Oh, interesting noises that this makes. Alright. Oh, I should point out this one is all-wheel drive. Perfect, yeah, glad that chat is visible too. Not a Mustang chassis? I was incorrect. Very high revving engine in this one. It is one of those small cars, so small bumps are going to be a problem. It feels fast though. This feels like it would be fast if this was just a straight up dirt track, but I'm worried about some of these bumpy areas. Yeah, third gear is the happy place. I was just trying a second there to see where we land, but third gear is happy place. That means we should be able to take the jump here pretty easily. Oh. Oh no, not enough speed. Alright, my fault. Let's do that again. I'm starting up at past 7,000 RPM here. Yeah, no. Third gear is where this thing lives for this track. I'm excited though. I think some of the cars that we have in the further classes are going to be really interesting. Somebody made a banana, which is going to be a fun one to run around the track with. I did not export with unbreakable fixtures, so the banana is going to probably be missing by the time we get through the track. But that's part of the fun, is seeing all the bits fly off. I know people don't like that sometimes, but it's fun. Oh, hold on, I see that big comment. I want to read it, but I can't. I gotta drive. Okay, this time we take it with some gusto. Oh, she goes nose down every time. Okay, more speed, more power. Nitromethane is incredible. 5k horsepower with a 5.7. Yeah, I mean, that sounds pretty reasonable for nitromethane. It's pretty ridiculous. It's funny how in that video I kind of started off wanting to make a Civic and then we ended up making a CRX, but I don't know. It's that was one of those videos where things kind of just go, and that's what happens. I start off with one idea and I end with another. Okay, this is the time, by the way, that the Mustang thing, Baja Contest 208, gets through the course. I can't get past the jump so far, so we don't even know what the rest of it is like, but I'm gonna just go around this time because it's struggling with the jump and I wanna get a good run in. So we're gonna do the old sneak around the jump combo thing, and then oh, bumps, not good, not good. Second gear, back into third. Oh, she's bottoming out really hard. Okay, we got this though. When you get a good flat straight, this thing is wickedly fast. But on these bumpy sections, it is absolutely devastating. So what I would suggest for next time for this one is a lot more ground clearance, big wheels, and you pretty much have yourself a golden vehicle here. I know it's hard to know what we're gonna do. Oh, landed it. I know it's hard to know what we're gonna do with the tracks and stuff, but yeah, I know a lot of people did not prepare for this sort of extremely bumpy terrain. That's kind of, well, it's kind of fun to not have the track prepared, because then people don't have crazy time expectations for when I'm racing their cars. Oh, don't you lose on me. There we go. Basically, whenever it flips like that, you gotta turn to the outside. I have screwed up the steering, though. It is... that one wheel is very, very cooked. Come on, turn to the right just a little bit. There we go, around the rocks. And we're gonna come in for a time. Easy. Okay, 251. Not that easy. 251, 205. Up next, the goop. Goop. We have two goops. There's a goop for every class, apparently. This is the one for this class, though. The Brinkelberg Deluxe for Sportsman. Yeah, thanks for making a car, Mustang Boy. I appreciate it. And also checking it out on the stream. I'm going to see how things are going with the new video. Seems like some of you are jumping from that to here. Oh, it's not doing too bad. Okay, good. Twin Turbo CRX is apparently a combo people are into. So this one is the Goop Brinkelberg Deluxe. Yeah, a very, very interesting name. Made by Kingrit. This is another car. I'm worried about this. The wheels are tiny, so we're gonna give it a go. Oh jeez. It has ESC. It's all-wheel drive though. We should be able to pull out of this. It's actually not too slow considering the ESC. Some of these vehicles can't even start with ESC. This one must not have 10,000 horsepower or whatever. There is another one of these that's more sporty, as you might have seen. I believe it's in Class 7. Yeah, well, it'd have to be in Class 7, otherwise it'd be DQ'd. So I'm interested to see how that one does. This one's got a muffler on it, though, because it's basically silent. It's very, very quiet. Oh man, she's so low, so small. It's fast, but it's like just the wrong track for this kind of vehicle. So this beginning section is honestly a lot smoother than the rest of the track, so we see these cars get really fast around here and then just get demolished on the further sections. Oh. That was my fault. I need more speed. I'm going to try that again. Class 7 will be the best? Do you think so? I think it's going to be a good one. Class 1600 is going to be a interesting class too, because it's going to be a lot of the same car basically over and over again. Different designs, but when I was reviewing them today, they're very similar. Lots of very similar stuff going, so... okay, so for this one, I'm trying to focus on the speed at the beginning. We're running through the flat portion of the track in the middle between these two things, which is where I've been going this whole time. Ooh. Put that back end to rest. We need to settle. Third gear seems to be a happy spot for this again, and we're going to have to hit that jump with some exceptional speed to get over it. I think it's a very similar situation to the last car that I was running, just like in terms of it not being able to get over the jump. Oh, come on. I should have downshifted. It landed. We're going for it. It doesn't actually appear to be too damaged, so I'm going to consider this to be a run. But here's where things get challenging for this low little car. It's about to get really bumpy. We have to cross over through the bumps to get onto our section here. It feels like a rocket ship, but it is also so small that 90 kilometers an hour feels like Mach 2. Oh. Oh. Oh, lands it easy. Okay. Not bad, actually. Not bad. Can I do it early? No, sorry. I'm just gonna do it when it comes up in the order. Unless you got kicked out of Class 7 and you're in Sportsman, you're probably not gonna be going today. But I do plan to do the Class 7 first half or whatever we can get through tomorrow. So much content these days. I'm doing a stream after stream trying to get this thing through. I really... Okay, so... Oh... Hold it together, stay away from the rocks. I really want to finish this showcase without like extending it for like 2 months or something, because I have a lot of stuff on the go. I need to get through this so we can get on to some other things. Not saying I'm like unhappy with it or whatever. I'm excited about it. It's just it sucks that it takes so long to run every car. Part of the reason is just like having to do multiple runs could mean 10 minutes a car, and then if it's 10 minutes a car, we have 176 cars to do. Somebody do the math on that. That's a lot of streams at around 3 hours each. So yeah, that's where things get interesting. 3 minutes and 11 second. I'm gonna take that. That is a solid time for something like this. Number 41 on the list. 3:11, 1:15. It's just a blue blob. That's funny. Yeah, it basically is just a blue blob at the end of the day. Agave Baja. Oh, this one looks promising. Dungeon Seeker. If you touch the quality sliders, then you definitely got more than kicked. Oh yeah, you got DQ'd. Yeah, quality slider on chassis. Sucks. I honestly don't like DQing people. It hurts a little bit every time I do it. I feel like a teacher, like I'm grading your papers or something, and then somebody's like, "Oh no, Timmy made a mistake. I gotta give it an X. He's gonna fail." Honestly, that's how I feel. But the problem with the showcase stuff is it's like I'm not giving you a grade. It's like pass or fail. There's no in between. So you either pass or you fail. And in this case, I apologize, but you failed. This one is the PPEE 1999. That's the creators. Agave Baja version all-wheel drive. Pretty aggressive stance on this one. Very wide, big wheels. It's a car, but it has some ground clearance. Let's see what it'll do. I'm sipping early. Ooh. Actually, pretty fast so far. Engine struggles a little bit in the sand. We'll see how it does on the rest of the track. This one feels like it's got a lot of power, which is a dangerous thing. Power in the wrong hands is, well, me. One of these days I need to stream like Tropico or something so you can see what I do with with those games. So this car is interesting. It's very difficult to keep it in line. Pull it together now, car. Pull it together. We just got to get onto the road and actually stay on the road. That's what I'm after here. Beautiful jump. Taken very nicely. It could have been a little slower, but that was a good start. As long as I don't screw up, this feels like a good solid car for like a one-run deal. I'm liking the Porsche style wing out the back. It's kind of funny. Oh no, and we lost a wheel. So never mind on that one run. I'm gonna try again. Boxer engine? Yeah, I couldn't see it before. Oh, okay, whoops. Before I jumped over. It's actually got a engine cover and stuff on there too, which is cool. Realistic as well. Oh, oh, screwed up quickly there. But we can actually see the engine. And you're right, it's a Boxer. The stuff is on the bottom, the headers. That's not good. Let's do that again. I tried a little bit more of an aggressive start there. This time I gotta be careful though. So yeah, we got front engine Boxer, not really a definable body. Ooh, that could have been a wheel loss there, or bending something. Thankfully not. Oh, that bush is a problem. There's also a rock over there that is an absolute disaster. Okay, this one, because it's the third round, I really have to be, like, on my game here. Okay, slow down a little bit. Hit that with some speed. Oh, perfect, flawless. Oh, man, that was good, yeah. I like it. See, okay, one of the things in this showcase that I did on purpose, and I also screwed up a little bit, was the other quality slider stuff, which is why we have the whole grace thing with the +5. But basically, I didn't want any of these cars to be so fast that they were just ridiculously uncontrollable. And I know you could make like 3,000-ish horsepower without quality sliders. Probably more than that with some of the other big V8s and stuff that you can hammer into cars. But if you have quality sliders available, you can do 10,000 horsepower. And I didn't want anybody to submit something with 10,000 horsepower, so that's why I said quality sliders at 0, because otherwise somebody was going to put in a car with 10,000 horsepower, and then I was going to pass out and die because trying to get it around the track would have been too much. I just basically didn't want to have to DQ anybody for their car being so ridiculously undrivable that it just couldn't get around the course. That's basically what I was trying to do. So that was the purpose of that. I know for some people they don't like having extra restrictions on quality sliders and stuff like that, and a lot of people got kicked out because of quality sliders because they weren't paying attention to the rules, I guess, or just a small mistake here and there can cause you to get kicked. But it's like, that's the reason. I wanted more controllable vehicles. 227 for this car. That is number 21 of the totals. 947, pretty good. We're getting through these cars quick. We're actually fairly close to being done Sportsman. And then we'll get into the area of shame cars just because we can. I'm hoping we'll have time for that. Next one is called The Silver Box, Dakar Special by Police 428. This one is rear-wheel drive, which is worrying as well. Oh, man. In some of the past showcases, some of the cars that we've run have had like 8,000 horsepower at times, like just crazy numbers. And it can just be terrible if you have to take a turn with a car that has 8,000 horsepower. I don't know, actually. That's a good question. I'm pretty sure it does. We probably could have said quality sliders and suspension was good, but I didn't want to make it more confusing. All right, let's go for it. It's time to run this. It's okay. So this car, I had to double check a few times because I was like, hold on a sec. It says 4x4 on the side of it, but it's rear wheel drive. It's baiting me basically. It's, oh yeah, I'm 4x4. Yeah, don't worry about it. Nah, it's rear wheel drive. Shall I demonstrate? Yeah, it's not 4x4. Oh my goodness, we gotta get the momentum up. Thank goodness that ESC is a fake as well. Oh, she's so quick, but it's so uncontrollable. Oh no. Well, let me try that again. This one is gonna be. Oh, it sounds like a V10 if you're curious what the engine is. I'm not sure what it is, but it's loud as heck. We're gonna go slowly now, as to not spin out immediately. I know my face is covering the throttle inputs and stuff. I didn't think that was too important for this, but it's like 20% throttle at the moment. There we go, okay. Now we can actually go. Rear-wheel drive is such a challenge on this course, especially in the sandy bits. But this one should be good. Oh, it's actually pretty soft. It's a good amount of soft. If they had actually made it 4x4, this thing would be ridiculously quick. As of late, it struggles with any sort of grip at all. Okay. Power. Too much. Not enough. Land it, land it. Yes. Okay, I don't think I screwed anything up in that fall, which is surprising. That was actually a significant thing there. The body is totally screwed. Oh, it's actually when you move, it's good, like momentum-wise. Good amount of softness, decent wheels. It's just grip is really the problem. Lots of power, no grip. Looks like a Saab? I guess it kind of does. I was having trouble trying to place what it's supposed to be. Big, older car is essentially what my mind has gone to. This feels like a land yacht, which is a good thing for this showcase. Long wheelbase is a helpful deal. Like, I think the highest score for time is going to be set by a Sportsman. As we've kind of already seen, the highest score for time is set by a Sportsman. But Class 7 has engine restrictions, so you can't get like the crazy horsepower stuff that we've been seeing through here. Oh, it's going through the bumps. Yeah, I guess rear-wheel drive is harder to drive, and that makes it harder for me because I can't just floor it all the time. I have to feather the throttle and stuff to keep it going. But it's not bad, it's more fun. It's a little bit of a change up, for sure, from the normal stuff. Okay, we're almost done. But you can see how much that affects the time. This is going to be over 3 minutes. 3 minutes and 5 seconds after a pretty significant flop there, coming off the ramp, so not bad. 305, 351. Okay, next one is Turbo Cat, MAZ 547M62. This is another huge one. I don't expect it to win, but it is very cool. Yes, yes. Massive. This is the boy. This thing is extremely cool, and I think it'll be a lot of fun to to run around the track. It is huge, and well, it's got a lot of fake wheels. We're going to take a second to look at it because there's a lot of detail in this one. Train. It looks like a train car, doesn't it? It looks exactly like a train car. Yeah, it's a Maz. It's a, like, this is the kind of thing you would see in SnowRunner. Like, that's basically what this is. Big Russian 8x8 vehicle. Hey, thanks for the donation, Turbo Cat. I appreciate it. So, he's saying, or they're saying, This is based on a real vehicle made in the USSR. You actually linked an article to the Drive, an article that I have actually read as well. About this specific vehicle. Thank you for your $2 contribution to the Evo fund. I do appreciate it. Okay, this thing is so big I can't even show the whole thing, but you can see that the front wheels are legit. The middle wheels are not, and then the back wheels are legit. So the middle wheels are all fixtures, but it blends in. It's close enough. This thing is absolutely massive. It is essentially a train car with wheels. And definitely one of the most unique and detailed vehicles of the showcase, which is good that it fits into Sportsman as like the wild card class, because this thing is just huge. So let's see what she looks like going down the circuit. It is so big. Oh, it has ESC. Okay, it is really slow. That's okay though. I'm not expecting a winning time out of the train car. Oh my goodness, never mind. It's not that slow. When it gets the power down, it's actually pretty fast. The wheelbase on this is incredible. This might be the longest vehicle other than the bus. Have we run the bus yet? Might be one of the longest vehicles to actually run in this. It is just absolutely huge. ESC is bringing it down though. No. If only it didn't have it. There we go. Come on, give me the power, give me the juice. It's suffering from the same sort of problem that the big, what was it, Harvester had, where it's a huge vehicle. Oh, the ramp. Oh my goodness. Actually, it landed that easy. The brakes cannot stop something this huge. Okay, we're losing pieces. There, it's letting me free with the ESC. But yeah, with the ESC limiting it, it is a lot slower. Without the ESC, this giant train car is huge and fast. Second gear, we're losing wheels. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay, one of the front wheels is screwed. We actually lost we lost one of the legit front wheels there. My goodness. I what? No, I'm writing down the times. The Maz is the one we're on. I know I've clicked in the wrong section. It's okay. ESC rule is, oh, it just stalled. Oh, it stalled again. Hold on a sec. There it goes. Okay, it was stuck in the ground for some reason. Making me nervous, Turbo Crash, but I understand. Okay, with the ESC, you can use the little trick there and get it going. This time, it's loaded up actually a little bit faster than last time. Maybe second gear? Because the wheels won't be spinning as much in second. Yeah, come on, buddy. Get up to speed. Oh, it's struggling. There it goes, there it goes. This thing lumbers like a train. It's, it builds momentum. It's a momentum car. That's slow. Oh, but it's actually a good kind of slow. That was pretty much exactly what we needed there. Slow her down. No, not that slow. Ah. We're losing hubcaps. Okay, I'm gonna give it another shot. As I always do with these 3 runs, gonna do the best that I can. Engine killed itself immediately there. Come on, big boy. Let's do it. Oh, yes. Second gear, build speed, just slow momentum. Yeah, this one is technically all-wheel drive as well. Yeah, it's a little top-heavy, but that's kind of what you expect from something that is so gigantic. Okay, we can get speed right there. Speed right here as well. I'm gonna do my absolute best to not flip over like I did that last time. Hit the ramp really straight. Oh, that was a bit too much speed. Brakes, brakes, brakes. Yes, okay, good. We made it through. Oh, it's so fast once you get going. It's deceivingly fast. I can't even see what's going on because of how close the zoom is. Okay, I'm gonna stay in first, I think, and run through this. Yeah, the ESC is very strange on these bigger vehicles. It's like completely power limiting sometimes, and then other times not so much. Off-road ESC, not good. On-road ESC, actually pretty good these days. It used to be awful. Okay, this one's going through. This is the run. The largest of train cars is going in. Coming in real hot. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're skipping that just because it's not going to make it through there. Let's be real. Oh my goodness, it's not going to make it through there either. The sheer length of this boy. Yes, yes. Oh, not a bad time. 213 is enough for 11th place overall. For something that huge and heavy, that is insane. Just think about how much weight that has compared to some of the other cars that we've been running, and then the size of it. Still that fast. Next one, we have another double. This one is the rally version that we're going to be running here. And the Class 7 will be in Class 7. Yeah, so this one, made by Slug Summoner, is the Zyron Yukoi Rally. And it's also all-wheel drive, hoping for the best. Hey, thanks for the creative submission, TurboCat. I appreciate it. It's fun to run stuff like that, and it's honestly a lot more fun than some of the just regular vehicles that we do, to run into some like super fast stuff every once in a while. So super fast and huge stuff once in a while, I mean. Okay, we got another car. So we've gone from a massive vehicle to a not so massive vehicle. This one, a car style Baja thing. I'm curious, how does she do? Ooh, it makes some weird noises. It makes some really bad noises on high RPM. That is awful. Oh. Okay, I almost don't want to have it up at the highest RPM just because of the awful noise it makes when it gets up there. Fourth is a pretty happy place for this. When you're up high in the RPMs, it rips hard. Oh, goodness. It's way off course. Come back. There we go. Hey, if you're not wearing headphones, you're saving yourself the pain and misery. I'm wearing headphones, and my headphones are at 2 out of 100 on Windows volume. I can still hear this thing a little too loud. No, 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 no. Okay, we're good. I feel like the gears in this are almost too short. It's also spinning the wheels constantly. But it has decent suspension for a car. You can see in these bumps, it's actually not that bad. Some of the cars we've been running today have been way too stiff. Pretty good though, pretty good. How many cars have we done today? Has anybody been keeping track? I am curious to see how long it's taken. It's been an hour 15, with a couple of hiccups here and there, but pretty smooth stream so far. Okay, this thing lives in fourth gear around a lot of these corners. Oh no. Oh my goodness. Okay. It doesn't do these small bumps particularly well. It definitely struggles with those. Any sort of small vehicle... Oh wow, that was a hop there. Any sort of small vehicle struggles heavily with those bumps. In this section, we have lost a lot of wheels. And done that as well. Oh, the wheels screwed up a little bit, but we landed it, so I'm going. When we're this far into the track, it's like, you know what? Just do it. Just get her done. And, oh, it wheelies across the line. 257. That's good enough for... Well, okay, I don't know where that is. Place 40, apparently. 257. 1, 2, 3. Alright, we're actually coming up to pretty close to the end. We've got 1, 2, 3... 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 cars until the end, and then 12 cars after the end. And we have done so far 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we're a third of the way through the stream. Pretty good, actually. If these cars are fast, then things can go quick. TS UK, that's a J. There we go. The FLSC. This is the one. Oh yeah, tire PSI is something I haven't modified either. So you kind of have to test your car as is in beamng as well. Oh geez. Man, oh man. Boys, today, I gotta tell you my day plan. Stream finish. But when the stream finishes, it's gonna be food and then Elden Ring, boys. This is the only day I have to play Elden Ring every single week. One day a week, a couple hours, that's it. I'm very excited. Okay, so this one is made by Superbird. I have a hard time pronouncing names sometimes. The Tiskio FLSC. It's going to be good, I think. It looks like a Subaru. Except it's, well, I guess an old Subaru. This one is 4x4, not all-wheel drive. A little bit different the way that that's arranged. 4x4 in beamng, I'm pretty sure, or 4x4 in automation, just as a 50-50 split by default. And with all-wheel drive, you can change the split, so that makes a huge difference in how cars run. Oh wow, this is actually pretty good at soaking up these bumps, and it's quick. Pretty darn fast for a car. Four-wheel drive is working pretty well too, I'm pleased with it. Oh, that was rough. Landed it though, smoothed out as well. These small cars need boost to get up this. Oh, too much. Way too much, way too much. And the wheels screwed up. Okay, let's do it again. Yeah, no, the 4x4 all-wheel drive debate in this showcase, I guess we can check the top results to see which one's actually better, but yeah, I think I don't know. I think all-wheel drive is definitely more common. All-wheel drive is probably better for this showcase, but four-wheel drive has its bonuses as well. As you can see, like, the traction on this car is basically limitless. The only thing it struggles with is suspension, probably. Lands it. No damage, we continue. Oh, the trees are hitting it too. Okay, this time I'm going to take this bump a little bit better. Yeah, that was perfect. Perfect, perfect. down into first, around the corner, take a tiny shortcut around the corner because we can make up for some lost time here. So this is the rare low car that is actually decent on the small bumps. A little bit rough on the big ones. Fairly soft suspension, good sounding vehicle as well. No! No! I think it landed it just fine. Sparka. Good knockoff. Okay. That was a lot of damage, and it actually seems to be holding up just fine. I think the rear wheel's a tiny bit tweaked, but we're going to be able to be okay, hopefully. Oh. Oh. Yeah, it's a little bit more complicated than what you're suggesting. Like, all-wheel drive doesn't always balance the power. It depends on your diffs as well. You can screw up your differentials and make it so that your car doesn't drive well at all, essentially. Like, oh my goodness. If your diffs are just open, then your power is going to be split awkwardly, basically. Your all-wheel drive will be one wheel at a time on the front and the back. Same thing with four-wheel drive. Like, my truck in real life, as an example, is a Ram 1500 with 4x4, but not the off-road 4x4, it's just like the regular one. So I don't have four-wheel drive auto, I have four-wheel drive lock. And basically what that does, because the diffs are open at the front and the back, is it locks the axles together, so the wheels are forced to spin at the same speed. 258. Pretty good, actually, not bad. So yeah, the wheels are forced to spin at the same speed, but if I'm slipping, then the diffs are still open, so one wheel can spin. I think it does like an X shape, so one wheel spins on one side, then it'll spin the other one on the other side. Next one is the Renault 5 Baja Phase 2. Made by Twingo. I believe this is the right one. There's also this one, which is a Renault. But yeah, that's the Renault. Let's do it. Alright, let's see how this one goes. I'm curious. Just checking on the video. Oh, doing really well. Very pleased. Yeah, do I speak French? No. I can read French, but I don't speak French. I anytime somebody asks me something, sometimes in French, I live in Canada. So French is our national second language. But basically my answer is like, when I was doing French in elementary school, I struggled excessively with languages, and that was my worst subject. When I went to high school, I took university level classes in high school. And then when I went to do French, I took college level, which was like the low tier. I just like did the very minimum, and that was it. No more French. Say goodbye. Just never been good at languages. Right, so this one is all-wheel drive. You're saying Suzuki, but it's supposed to be a Renault, so I'm not sure. Not familiar with this car, to be honest. It's fast, though. Oh, man. And it's got some good suspension on the dunes. The lights are wobbling up and down, which is really funny. You know what we're missing in this stream? We need like a Gamer Juice sponsorship. G Fuel, get over here. No, I mean like Monster Energy drink, something like that. I don't drink those things. I don't think they're particularly good for you, but it would be kind of hilarious. Have Monster stuff everywhere. True gamer hours out here. Getting sweaty. Playing BeamNG. Oh, it actually landed it, and it doesn't seem to be damaged. That was pretty good. That was a good roll. Okay. Up pretty smooth there, too. I almost landed on a turned wheel, which would have been a disaster. Nah, the wheel's tweaked. Let's do it again. Oh, this is made by the almighty Twingo there in the chat. Hopefully I do your car justice. I like the styling of it. It is actually a fast car as well, but it might be a little too fast. I have to be careful. It's another one of those power builders. Like it just builds power, and then just takes off. So you got to be careful. Okay. Basically, on this track, power is not king. It's totally based on control. And control is linked to suspension, in this case mostly, and tires. Okay, this time I got it. Oh, beautiful. Elegant. That was the perfect way to do that. Slow around there. My fault. I'm trying to be very good with things. Hey, Turbo Crash, appreciate the donation to the Evo Fund. I will read that in a second. What is CHF, by the way, in terms of currency? No clue. But yeah, thank you. Appreciate the donation. Oh, land it. Yes! No! Okay, we'll go again. We'll go one more time. Switzerland. Oh, interesting. So 5 CHF, basically Switzerland dollars. That's cool. I'm not sure I've ever seen that currency before. One thing that is confusing that has always messed me up, back when I was a kid, everything was like, because we live in Canada, or I live in Canada, I say we, but I'm referring to my family. I live in Canada, so we use Canadian dollars for everything here, but American dollars have always been more valuable. So, well, not always, but most of the time been more valuable. So anytime we'd see something and be like, oh, it's only this much, we'd go look at it in a Canadian store, and it's like 50% more, and it's like, oh, great, lovely. I find the same thing with stuff online. Like, I seek out Canadian retailers, otherwise I can't find a good price for things. It's all in USD. But because it's just dollars, it's hard to tell between them unless you know. Okay, let's see. I think this is going to be a good run. We came through that jump section without any trouble, so as long as I don't do any bad turning or throttling or driving in general, this is going to be a decent one. Oh, it hops through that. Come on. The wheel's a little tweaked. No. Okay, third run, we got to force it through. Oh, no. Okay, I'm sorry. There we go. Gentle, gentle. I was actually kind of hoping that the ears, or the lights at the far ends would fall off and then it'd be like Mickey Mouse ears. It'd be kind of funny. But instead we get the flappy two in the middle. Oh, they're so flappy. I don't know what it is that some fixtures do that, but it is hilarious. Okay, we're doing a ridiculous tailspin. We've lost a wheel. No, I was hoping to not have to do any three-wheel finishes this run. Okay, we're building speed. We're gonna do it. Three-wheel finish for this car. No championship time, but you get the championship of the three-wheelers. Yeah, first gear. Oh, it's not slow with three wheels. It's liking the weight reduction, apparently. Because we're struggling, we're gonna take the shortcut here. And the secondary shortcut as well. Yes, yes. And across the line, upside down for a 258. That car has a lot more in it. It's a lot faster than what I'm presenting it as. I think in the hands of a skilled driver, that one can go much further than that. Okay, we're skipping one, unfortunately, and moving on to the Auto Nation V8 quad cam. Auto Nation. Oh, it's a Crown Victoria. Okay, Crown Victoria it is. Oh man, let's hope that the Crown Vic is decent. It is all-wheel drive. It's not a unfortunate rear-wheel drive car as some of them are. Yeah, I think so. It just doesn't handle the bumps maybe as well as it could, Twingo, but it's still good. Like your car is quite good. I just feel like I was struggling with it a lot. It's just up to the driver sometimes, really. The quality of the car is not always determined by these showcases. We're just gonna finish Sportsman today. We're not gonna get into Clash 7. Class 7. The reason why is just that I think I'm gonna die if we attempt to do any Class 7 cars. Yeah, this one literally Crown Vic. But all-wheel drive and no ESC means it has potential. Long wheelbase as well, so I'm hopeful. I am definitely hopeful. Oh, it's bouncy. It bottoms out. That's a problem. You know, this thing, it may as well be a Marauder. Yeah, no worries. Thanks for sticking around with the stream. I know a lot of people are looking forward to Class 7, and I am too, but that's going to happen tomorrow. So, yeah, stick around for the stream tomorrow if you want to see some Class 7 stuff. I'm excited about tomorrow's stream, though. I think it's going to be a fun one. Tomorrow's a busy day. It might end up being a little later than 2 o'clock like it was today. Oh, that was an interesting way to take the jump on the side. Oh, man. Yeah, okay. But, yeah, so Class 7 starts tomorrow. That's when things get all Class 7-y and engine restriction-y and all that. It's gonna be good. All the cars have been reviewed, so we can run everything. Everything that I can manage. I agree with the statement that this is an ex-police car running this, by the way. Oh, it's tough. Lands it. Oh, lands it with style and grace. Not bad. I'm getting better at saving these cars when they fall. It is a bit of an art, actually. It's not easy, as I shall now demonstrate. Come on. Yes. Yes, you just gotta catch a wheel when it's spinning and boom, you're upright. Okay, I've definitely tweaked something in the suspension on this. There's something broken. Again, it wants to flip. This one is a tough one. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Well, that was the first run. Let's give it a go again. Second try. I like what they've done with the interior, and also the fact that it has 400 rings on the front of it. It's supposed to be an Audi? Audi? Definitely not. Sounds like it's got a big V8. I would not be surprised if this was a direct model off a Crown Vic. Oh yeah, okay, no, it actually has V8 in the name. I'm an idiot. Could just read the name instead. Okay, this time is gonna be good. This time, I'm gonna get it right without having any problems. At least that's what I'm telling myself. Super good on the jump. Beautiful on the jump. That was elegant. I'm going to do what's called a corner cut to avoid the catastrophe that's in there. And now we get onto the hard part of the track with these sort of lower vehicles. Low in ride height, I mean. Bottom out like crazy and like to pop up and fly away, as this car does ever so gracefully. Seems to happen a lot, actually, with this car. The best way to do this section is kind of take it on the left a little bit, but sometimes I can't get over far enough to do it, so by the time we get there, we're already screwed. And this double bump here is an absolutely devastating one to some of these vehicles, but this run is going way smoother than the last one, so it's actually kind of good that it was a bit of a failure. Okay, I'm going to take this slightly on the outside. Oh, that was a fast bump, but she makes it. Down in fourth. Rocks. Okay, the wheels are tweaked. It's pulling to the right. Okay, almost done the track with this one. Not a game-winning time by any means, but it'd still be a really good time, I think, for something like this. It's gonna be a fun one. With this, actually, how many cars? I think I've done 3, so that'd be 9 left in the actual class, and then 12 left in the overall thing afterwards. 226, good enough for a 22nd place overall. Subject to change. Up next, we got the Griffin something. Griffin. Oh, this one. I was going to put this one in the thumbnail, but then I decided that I wanted to do the other one instead. What's number 1? The time to beat is 157, I think? No, it's 156. It's got to be... No, sorry, 154 for the Zuki Performance serial Baja truck is the fastest one. Second place is 157. That's Rob's larger vehicle. And third place is also here, I believe. The Baja Sportsman with a 158. So yeah, we have had sub 2-minute times in this showcase. Anyways, let's finish off the real Sportsman class. I'm going to take off my shirt. That sounds weird, but it's getting hot. Don't look, it's not allowed. Getting a little too sexy in here. Okay. Mustache and now this. Uh-oh. Things are happening in the chat. Yeah, this is a double one. This is made by Josh and also James. You can't see the names in the spreadsheet. That's just because it's overlapping. The text is not wrapping. Yeah, okay, let's go for this. Pink car, large wheels, station wagon, and it's 4-wheel drive, 4x4 specifically. Hey, you better start shelling out that cash. I'm not going to take off any more layers, though. At least not any layers you can see. The stream's getting a little bit too Twitch hot tub-esque. I'm not into that. So yeah, one thing that was never really outlawed in the showcases was collaboration. If you wanted to make something with somebody else, you totally could. Oh my goodness, we lost a wheel so quick. And it just died. Okay, well, unfortunate. Is that exhaust? Oh no, there's the exhaust right there, out the side. Yeah, those little trees, the little brush on the side is not really great once you run into it. This thing is fast though, I gotta admit. It's got some speed behind it. Definitely got some control as well. It's gonna take some time for me to get used to it. Although the 154 truck that is currently in first place was literally the first run. No problems at all with it, got through the track. I believe I even turned it around one time and it landed. And then we just kept going and it still ended up with a 154. Which is just a crazy time. Oh, this is not going to be a good jump. Actually, not bad. Not bad at all. That was a good jump overall. I'm going down into first just to get out of this with some gusto. Shift a little bit early, I think, is probably necessary. Yeah, this one actually deals with the bumps fairly well for being a smaller vehicle. Long wheelbase definitely helping. Oh, I almost lost it. I was like, oh yeah, it's going great, and then boom, done. No! Don't you dare! Oh, the engine just died. It landed on its feet, so we're going for it. The reason I'm starting in second is I just wanted more control. But once you get past the section there, this is quick. This is a quick one. I don't think we're going to see a championship time, but it doesn't mean I'm not trying. Oh, this run is already scruffy, so if I screw it, it's not too bad. That's bumpy. That's really bumpy. Oh, land it. It landed it. Oh, we're good. Because we're close to the end, I'm just going to send her. Come on, get through the bumps. A little bit tweaked on the right wheel. Oh, that probably the left wheel tweaked now too. Oh, it's really tweaked. No! Finish 230. Oh, jeez. Yeah, no, the left wheel was seriously tweaked at the end there. I am using a controller for this, yeah. 230.841. Not bad. Next one is by Bolina. Well, guys, I appreciate your double submission. That car is quite quick, and I believe it has a lot more in it. And I can't spell sports. I'm trying to type without looking. Sportsman Unlimited Dune Rat, I believe, is the next one. Made by Bolina. Yeah, that's the one. Rear wheel drive, how could you? How could you? No, it's gonna be good. I think this will be a decent one. We're down to the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cars in this real class, and then we'll get into the fake one, the kicked class afterwards. This is orange juice, by the way. Yeah, I think the last one could have been better. That was a scruffy run. But because we're so close to the end, I was just like, okay, we're getting it. If I screwed up earlier, then I would have probably gone for a third round. Okay, this one is a Beetle with an interesting grille. Huge V8 engine. Okay, it's not huge, but it's pretty big. And... oh, click into the game. My controller die? No, we're good. Rear wheel drive, please have mercy. But once we get up to momentum, it shouldn't be too bad. Oh, yes. It's like driving in thick snow. Basically the same idea with like a loose powder. There we go. Easy. Okay, second gear. I'm gonna do my best with this one. It's a little bit tricky. None of the rear-wheel drive cars have done particularly well. That doesn't mean they don't have it in them, but grip is a huge problem when you're coming off the line. Going really slow in the sand cuts so much time off the run. Okay, this has got a pretty good... oh, that was a great jump, actually. The suspension is working overtime on the back end. Okay, bumpy. Really bumpy and jumpy. This run's going quite well. I'm actually very pleased. Yeah, different sized wheels at the front and the back. What I really like about this one is you can watch the suspension work in the back. Like, every time we hit a bump or something, it's flexing, it's bouncing. Lots of cool stuff happening back there. And every single time we go over one of these, you can watch it come on down and just bounce. I don't know. I like watching suspension work like that. Okay, not a bad time for rear-wheel drive. Second gear is kind of planted in this thing. Little off the track. Ooh, very off the track. We'll just commit to being off the track. It's funny that it has a little snorkel, but we're in a desert. Like, there ain't any water here. Maybe if it was one of those deserts that floods every so often. This one, I'm not sure. Yeah, they call me the Stig's Canadian cousin. 232. We seem to be placing approximately there with a lot of these cars. 230 seems to be a good kind of median time. 232, 718. Not a bad time at all. Next one, we got the Cloud Sport Baja, the dub. Rolling on dubs. Cloud Sport, there's two of them. This is the thumbnail vehicle. I was curious to see how this one would do, so I'm happy to get it in. Yeah, that last car was the first try with rear-wheel drive, which is pretty rare. Poutine contains nothing at all. I actually don't really like poutine. I know, sacrilege for a Canadian, but I don't like poutine because gravy on fries, they're just mushy. Like, what? I like fries like crisp. Should we start a debate in the comments? I need to know, poutine or no poutine? So, okay, okay, I was like, game? You still there? Yeah, this one kind of made it into the thumbnail just because I thought it was extremely cool. Very unique design. It's another one of these wide vehicles with big wheels. And a gigantic air filter on the back, which is kind of hilarious. It's like an old carbureted thing. See, I don't even know what curded cheese is. Oh, wait, no. Cheese curds. I understand. Figured it out. Not totally dumb. Okay, this one is all-wheel drive and absolutely shockingly fast. Oh my goodness. Get it together. I'm nervous. I'm very nervous, actually. Oh my goodness. I have a good reason to be nervous. That was... real bad. Let me try that again. Okay, I see we have some different opinions on the poutine stuff. I appreciate it. And people being, well, it's good to have your own opinion. I know a lot of people do like poutine. My wife likes poutine as well, I believe. So if I ever am at a place where they serve good stuff, then she gets it all, which is a good thing for her. Yeah, when I'm thinking fries, I'm thinking like nice and crispy, a little bit of salt on there. I like fries that are crispy but then like soft on the inside. That would describe the ideal fry. I'm making some of you hungry at the moment. Yeah, I don't think... Okay, I'm not sure if you have... No, I said poutine, not Putin. Poutine. But some of the fries, I really like Swiss LA fries. I don't know if you have Swiss LA in the US, I'm not sure. But yeah, Swiss LA fries, so good. I used to work at Swiss LA way back in the day, and Yeah, their fries are extremely addictive. Okay, there's a little hack I'm gonna tell you about right now. Um, so Swiss Chalet and a store called Harvey's. It's like a burger place, a lot cheaper, and also not a sit-down waiter type restaurant. If there's a Harvey's attached to the Swiss Chalet, they serve Swiss Chalet fries at Harvey's, so you can get it without having to go to like a sit-down restaurant type place. That's my life hack of the day. Life hack of the day with Automotive Flux. Yeah, Swiss Chalet is kind of a bottom tier restaurant, to be honest. Pretty much everything is better than it, but they give good coupons, and so occasionally my wife and I will go there just to use a $25 for two coupon or something. It ends up being pretty good value, but I don't think they're making much money off us. Okay, on to a 220, faster than average, and it's broken as well. Good time though. 15th overall with that. $398. Next one is the rectangular prism. Keep your expectations in check for this. Because it is literally a rectangular prism. There is nothing else to it. Rectangular prism with a wing. That's it. Yeah, if we're having a styling contest, this would win. No, I'm kidding. It would not win. It would lose. It would lose with passion. It would lose with no dignity. But this is made by Ikai Min. Last time he was the fastest in the drag race showcase, I believe, with another car that was absolutely ridiculous looking. And this is no exception. See, if people got a chance to vote, they would vote for this. Like, why would you not vote for this? Why would you not vote for this? Okay, let's see how the rectangular prism does. It's got 11k RPM limit. Oh my goodness. All-wheel drive. Oh my goodness, it's so fast, but it's already broken. The wheels. It's a race car. Sorry, it's a race cube. Sorry, a race rectangle. I mean, cubes are rectangles, but whatever. This is not made for Baja at all. This thing is awful. Oh my goodness, why is this in here? It has no suspension. It is stiff as a board. This is a fence post with wheels. Like, there's nothing else to it. Oh. Okay, we're gonna attempt the ramp. Good job on the ramp, though. Clean, very clean. Okay. What am I to do with a vehicle like this? As long as the wheels don't fall off, we're probably set, right? Like, it's good, regardless. Oh no, though. Some of these sections are going to be an absolute nightmare. I want to get this one done, it like a one and done style thing. I do not want to have to do a second run of this. It's so bumpy that I think we're beaching on some of these bumps. Like, because of the ridiculously long wheelbase, it's it's beaching on some of the higher ramps here. Yeah, it's got no ground clearance, it's got no suspension. It does have a wing, which means it's got downforce. It has off-road wheels, I guess, which is a good thing. But I feel like this is one of those slapped together real quick for the for the showcase style cars. It's okay though, it's good to have some unique stuff. I just feel like I need to rip it apart for what it is. If Overlord was here, he would be fuming. Come on, turn the corner. Oh no, it bottomed out on that small rock, and it stalled. Come on. That was such a small rock, too. And 237. Oh, 32nd place. That was painful. 237, 777. Surprised it's not 666 with the look of the face on that thing. Next. Hopefully a legit entry. A Baja Rover. Let's do it. Looks like it's got a V12 as well. Oh. Yeah, no, if you're faster than the brick, then then consider yourself good. Oh man. So we only have 5 cars left in the legit Sportsman class. We're gonna have to crown a winner. That's gonna be fun. So, I think unless one of these 5 cars can dethrone some of the other stuff we've been running, we're not going to see any higher than one, or lower than 154. This one looks like it's pretty legit, so I'm hopeful. No interior, nothing like that. No extra styling points, just small regular wheels and actually decent suspension. Pretty soft. Little bit bouncy. And we've already lost some pieces. Oh, this thing is quick. Uh-oh. I spoke too soon. Oh. Get together, boy. Get together. Yes. I don't think it's totally tweaked, but I'm gonna I'm gonna do that again. It's pretty durable, actually. Make the giant cars a different text color? Oh man, we already got too much going on on this spreadsheet. I don't want to have to diverge things even further. Okay, this time I'm gonna keep it together and actually like round. Oh my goodness, he's a little top heavy. This time you gotta actually pull it together. Okay, continuing. I probably took that with a little too much gusto around that right-hander. Little too much speed and power and friendship. Too much friendship around here. We need some rivalries going. Come on, and we hate each other. Oh, flawless ramp jump. I love it. Beautiful. Every time I nail that, I just get very happy. It's a very satisfying thing. Scratching my face and driving a car at the same time, you know I'm serious. Something I appreciate about this one is it's very durable, which is excellent. And as I've rolled it a few times, and this is one of those times, it's still getting up on its feet pretty much every time, so no need to worry. I think, like, it's good power, good suspension. It has a problem with bouncing up on things a little bit. The wheelbase is a touch short overall. Oh, it actually got up. See what I mean? It's just, it hops up, no problem. Going out super wide on that one turn is definitely a problem for the timing, but overall this thing is doing pretty good. Okay, I'm taking a bit of a shortcut here. Trying to avoid some of these big popping bumps that'll put us up. And that's a rock. Oh, she's tweaked. But it's landed and we're fairly close to the end, so I'm going to send it. Oh no, it's a three-wheeler. Okay, we're going to do the age-old... No, don't you dare roll right at the end. I'm doing the age-old shortcut technique where we don't hit the big rocks again. Come on, it's almost there. Yeah, this one's got some speed in it, and I'm definitely not able to capitalize on that speed the way that it could be. That's 35th overall so far. 240, 613. Not bad. Next one is made by Sure As Can Be. It's the Velos. Almost like Velocity. Pretty darn close. SR258. See this one run. Ooh, last place. No, we're... Wait, is your car actually last place? Or is it about to be? Refresh my YouTube feed here just to see how the new video's doing. Very pleased with things. Let's see how Sure As Can Be. Oh, actually, I understand now. That's you. Sure As Can Be. Let's see how it does. Your designs are always remarkable, by the way. I really appreciate the effort that goes into these. You're in the bottom 4 of the list, so you get the most experience of everybody else. Although I was doing faster times in the last stream. I guess I was being more gutsy. But look at that. Beautiful design. Really tons of detail and stuff, as always. This one's all-wheel drive. It feels like it's got some decent power with it. Good ride height as well. I'm curious. I don't think... No, there's no last place in this car. Definitely not. Unless it's entirely undrivable as we get out of the sand dunes, they're definitely not last. So smooth on some of those bumps. That's a rock. Oh no. No, so early. Well, let me try again. Really? You didn't tune it at all? It's gonna be surprising if it actually does do well. I'm trying though, I'm trying. I just want to like get it through a decent time. I know it's not gonna win, but I'm hopeful that we can get a decent time in at the very least. It definitely has a good engine for this, like it's got a good amount of power. Suspension may be a little iffy, but it's not terrible. No, we're already... Oh, get a second chance. Second chances, I like those. It's tweaked though, it's definitely tweaked. Yeah, so this car is pretty wide, but it still tends to flip over a lot, which is unfortunate. It's too bad I had to go back for that checkpoint as well. But this gives us a room for a failure. If I end up screwing it up, get back on the track. Come on. But if I end up screwing it up, then we have one more chance. So that's why I decided to go ahead with it. Alright, pretty good, pretty good. It pulls to the left really hard, so if I hit it on the right, maybe we can tweak it the other way. Okay, come on. I think... No! Come on, see what I mean about having to... We can do it one more chance if I screw it up. Let's try it. Okay, this is the run. We're going slow off the line. Glancing into the corners just ever so slowly as to not screw this thing up too majorly as it has been done twice before by me. Okay, so one time it flipped out going this way, so again, slow. I hit the bumps and then it flies over, so I gotta be careful when I'm turning. Yeah, suspension's a little stiff. I don't think it's too stiff, but it is too stiff. But not like majorly. Definitely could be softened a little bit. That would help it take some of the smaller bumps better and it wouldn't pop up as much. But that's a really clean run so far. Excellent there. And I think we're gonna... Oh, that was a rock. Or just a tree. They seem to be the same thing in this game. Just gotta feather the throttle really around the corners and just try to be as careful as I can be not to pop it up. If we get on two wheels, then you know bad stuff is gonna happen. Okay, coming into the bumps. Oh, it doesn't like the bumps. Should be fine with this one, though. Yeah, no problem. Okay, okay. I'm thinking about something now. I kind of want to do the DQ cars in a different way. So that they don't get, like, real runs. But at the same time, we'll see. We'll see how long it takes to get through them. Oh, this is actually going really well. This is a great time for this car. I'm being a little hesitant. No! Don't you dare stay on your wheels. Yes! Okay. Well, this is a good time, so we'll take the regular timing stuff here. Oh, rocks. Full speed, full send. 220, not bad at all. Not bad. That was a great time. That puts you up into 18th so far. 063, and now it's time for a Roomba. At least that's what it's called. With one. It's the Rhomba, but I'm calling it... Oh, geez, what is this? No, it's another small hatchback, and it's the third from last vehicle in this section. That was a cool looking car. Very, very cool. PDK Saurus, unfortunately, this is a... Let's count the things that are wrong with this car immediately. Short wheelbase, small hatchback, small wheels. Help. Unfortunately, that describes like 80% of the next class, or sorry, the last class, 1600. So I'm very curious. This honestly looks like it was kind of just sent with some off-road wheels in. It's called the Rhomba Yesterday, and I feel like I probably should have ran it yesterday. All-wheel drive, boys. At least it's got that. Oh my goodness, the turbo lag. No ESC though, that's a good thing. Second gear. It's really, really narrow as well, which is not good for bumps. No suspension travel, really. Should be okay. I don't think it's going to be the antithesis... okay, what's the right word for that? Antithesis? Antithesis of everything that we've been hoping for in this showcase. But it definitely isn't going to do too well on this track. Just judging by that first section, it's going to struggle. It feels like it's got a lot of power, but it's all like top-end power. There's nothing down low. Okay. No, don't you dare roll over, little Roomba. Or Roomba. Rhomba. Beautiful on the ramp. That was perfect. The brake lights are actually the siren lights. Oh, man. Okay. Man, I'm just nervous. So far, so good, though. So far, so good. It's better than I thought it would be. It really wants to tip over. It is magnetically clung to the ground. It actually does have a wing, and therefore possibly a little bit of downforce. Oh, don't you roll over on me. Don't you even think about it, you mobility scooter. I'm just nervous. Is this gonna get a first run, like, decent time? I think it is. Oh! There's the problem. Oh, no! Okay, one more time. Actually, 2 more. It has 3 chances as everybody else. I don't know what it has. I honestly don't know what kind of engine it has. We could probably check, but I think it's an inline 4, just from a guess. Could also be an inline 3. This is a very small car. Oh, it wants to flip. It wants to flip so bad. Now that I feel a bit more confident with it, I'm probably a little too confident. Come on. We got this. Okay, I want to recreate my extreme success on the ramp that I had last time. Which means, oh, that's not it. That ain't it. Oh, not bad though. Actually really bad because the wheel is tweaked. Okay, let's check the engine. It's an inline 1, 2, 3. Inline 3? Yeah, it looks like an inline 3. It's, yeah, not got a lot of power, which is probably to its benefit. But this is its last run, so if I mess up, we're definitely going inline. We're definitely going to be revving this inline all the way to the finish. Basically, we're going to limp it all the way over there, even if I screw it up. Oh, it's so tippy. Don't you hit that rock. Bike engine? Yeah, no, this is a motorcycle engine, inline 3, 600 cc's. If that is actually the size, then that makes a lot of sense. Okay, this time is different. This time I take the ramp properly and not... Oh, that's a beautiful, beautiful, excellent. Yeah, no, this thing has 0 issues with the ramp. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, clean, very clean. That was just a little J-turn for style. I mean, if the police are after you in this, you're probably good. That's, at least in the desert, we know for sure. You're probably good. Just climb something tall and they probably can't get to you. Okay. If I can keep it together like I have so far, then we're set. We're fairly close to the finish. It's actually going to get a decent time, this thing. If you can get it around the course fast, or smoothly, then it'll have a decent time. Oh, no, please don't be end. I see something got tweaked there. It's got, oh, the back wheel. Oh, that's so unfortunate. We're going to crab walk our way to the finish. And it's unfortunately going to be trying to kill me every single second that I do that. Okay, I'm basically taking this the easy way here, which means shortcut. Definitely going to take the shortcut. Don't roll, no. Oh, that was my fault. That was definitely my fault. Up, up, up. Well, we actually only have, after this one finishes, we only have 2 more cars in the real Sportsman class left. And I think I've decided what I'm going to do with the other cars that are in the additional section. So before we get to them, I should mention the reason they're there is because they don't fit the more specific rules for the other classes, but they do fit the rules for the general classes. So they didn't get fully DQ'd, they just got half DQ'd, I guess. Those are the ones that are kind of below here. That's where this blue line starts on the spreadsheet. So what we're going to do is, because they're not full entries and because I don't want this stream to go too long, I'm only going to do 2 runs with those. So one sort of practice run and one good one. If I can't get them through in 2 runs, they don't get a run. I wanted to include these 12 cars because people put time into them and I wanted to give them some grace for screwing up the class rules and not just fully DQing them. But we don't have a lot of time, so we can't just like we cannot just like run everything as is. So we got the Bingus, the Oakland Dumpy Destroyer. Beautiful. 4x4. Second last car of the legit Sportsman class stuff. And then we got to crown a winner. I think we're going to already have it set, but this is a pretty interesting looking vehicle, and it could just come out of nowhere. And, and doing it. I am actually going to run the Hall of Shame today. I want to get that finished, so we're going to run her. Oh man, this is fast. We already lost a fender. She's out on the tarmac already. So, oh goodness, oh man. One of the things that made the car that is currently winning, one of the things that made it win, essentially, was that it was very easy to drive. And the lap that I did with it, or not really a lap, but the run that I did with it was very, very smooth, right out of the gate. First try, easy, 154, and it gave me a lot of confidence when I was driving it. So that's sort of how I judge these cars, like, does this design and this suspension and the engine give me any confidence? And if the answer is no, then I get worried. Oh man, this one is rough. Oh, that's not a manual, but it did land that, so I'm gonna say continue. Don't go for the rocks. Oh, first one to get KO'd by that rock. One more try. Bingus, what is this? Tell me what this thing is. It's actually not bad. It's just a little uncontrollable. A lot uncontrollable. Fast, bouncy, completely uncontrollable. Okay, we got this. Slow down for the rocks. I'm gonna have to take this run easy, otherwise we're not gonna ever make it through. Okay, off on the left side is always faster in this section. And then ramp, nicely done. Oh, a little rough. No tweaking though, so we're good. Cut that corner just mildly, just a touch on the cutting. Yeah, actually the K car wasn't too bad, the one that we just ran. It was very tippy. This one is also very tippy. Kind of in a different way though. I actually think you could probably just run this without the fenders. It looks good. Sans fender. Oh, it popped up there. Oh my goodness. And it popped over too. Playing GTA 5 right now. Controlling the cars mid-air with my mind. Oh, don't you flip over. Don't you even think about it. Front heavy? Yeah, I guess it is a little front heavy. It definitely sags at the front. Now that you mention it, I'm noticing that. Okay, I just want to get a run in, but it's not cooperating. There we go. We're so close. We're only a couple turns out. This is the big turn. I flipped way too many cars there. This run is going pretty well, so we're going to take the regular route. No cutting of corners on the second last run. And as long as I don't screw up majorly here, it's home free for a 225. Pretty good run, actually. Hard to drive that, but when you actually get it, it's fast. 2:25.417 is our final time for that car. And the last run of the legit Sportsman is up next. This is the 1994, which apparently describes a lot of them. Lux Rally, which is a car, and it looks like it has a giant roof rack on the top of it, and sport wheels, which is worrying. I'm worried, but let's see if we can end this one on a bang, or at least this part of the showcase, and then we'll move on to the kicked out stuff, because we got a bit more time. Audi V8 Quattro, but you picked the wrong body. Oh, that's funny. It is absolutely a Crown Victoria body that you chose, but I commend you for the Audi stuff that was on there. It's kind of funny. Lux Motors, is that you? It's CR Gaming. Or are you Lux Motors on Discord? Top 10, yeah, well, if you're in your position, then unless you're about to get slapped by this family station wagon, it's a hatchback actually, with some pretty big rims, wow, then let's go for it. Oh my goodness, it's stalled. Okay. Oh, it has ESC. Oh, jeez. Sorry, boys. No, it's got... just like... Well, boys, I think the top 10 has been solidified. There we go. It's fast when you get going, but it's tough to get going. Oh, she bouncy. Uh-oh. Sounds good, though, engine-wise. Nicely done with the exhaust. I was gonna say, I'm not sure if I started this sentence or not. Sometimes it gets a little blended. I love the little detail of the Lux in the badge at the back. That's cool that you've got your own sort of branding thing going. Okay, we can get up to speed here by just keeping up momentum. It's wickedly fast when you're up to speed. That is not the right way to take that. Oh. And she lands it, continuing. Alright, come on. Don't lose that momentum. So yeah, the issues with this one are the same that we've been experiencing a lot. Like, it's not very tall, the wheels are kind of small, and it's a car, so it struggles a lot in this. Seems like there's something off with the gearing as well. It doesn't want to shift. It might be wheel spin. Oh, it landed that. I'm shocked. But the wheels seem to be fine. Okay, let's pop up here just real slow. Oh, that bush is a problem. Still good, though. Still good. Okay, come on. She's a little hurt, but I think it's gonna make it. Unless I do something majorly wrong, or we end up in a rock and it screws it up. Oh, that was darn close to ending up in a rock. I just noticed that that one rock is actually a trail marker, which is cool, but evidently we ain't taking any trails with these vehicles. Okay, actually not going to be a bad time, especially for a car with ESC and something that's this low. But she ain't going to claim first place or even top 10. This is more like a top 30, I believe, based on our timing so far. That is a 250, which puts this car in 45th place. I was way off. And that is the last car for the Sportsman section of the showcase, which is very exciting. It's time to crown some victors. Let me just go ahead and wait, the thing is locked. Take this, blow it up so everybody can see. And let's crown some victors for the Sportsman class. So, top time in the class absolutely is 154. So that is going to wait. How did I do this last time? It is a full thing. 154, and that is a gold time. So gold 154. Congratulations to Zaki Performance for the serial Baja truck. Incredible run, 154, the fastest time. Second one, I believe, is still Rob's car with the Croydon SPX Division clone. That's second place with a 157. And third place, there's very few cars actually made it into the ones, but we have this 158 time, I believe, is the best. Yep, I think so. Correct me if I'm wrong, boys, but I believe Val E46 is the third place, and that is an OG Rules car in third place with a 158. So not bad at all. Excellent time, everybody. So yeah, thank you. Thank you for your submissions into the Baja Sportsman section. Let's go ahead. We got another half hour or so, and we'll try to bang out 12 cars from the area of shame. Boo, hiss. Area of shame. Such shame. I should probably be able to make that a little bit bigger for you guys, but yeah, I think we're good to jump into the next few cars. But yeah, stick around with me if you want to see these guys. But that's it for Sportsman. Feels good. That's a lot of cars that we've run. Up next, Caravan Baja. These are the honorary Sportsman vehicles. The top 6 of them were kicked out of Class 7, and the bottom 6 were kicked out of the buggies. Which you can tell because it starts at rear-wheel drive, and those cars are going to be a disaster. I'm out of juice. So apologies in advance. But yeah, congratulations, everybody. The next classes are going to be tomorrow, actually. I'm going to be starting on the next stuff. We're going to be doing Class 7, the official. And this is a bit of a preview into Class 7. So the difference between Class 7 and Sportsman is Class 7 actually had rules, including budget of $90,000, engine size of limited, I believe it was 4.5 if it was a naturally aspirated, and 3.4 if it's turbo. So the power is way down in Sportsman. Or sorry, from Sportsman in Class 7, power is way down. I don't expect to see any crazy times out of Class 7 cars. And then the other thing was they were supposed to look like Class 7 stuff. But let's give it a go. Caravan Class 7, 2 runs. I just want to do what I can do. This one, you can actually see why it was kicked out of Class 7. There is a little thing in the bottom of Class 7, or actually it's on the next class. It's underneath that, detailing why it was kicked out. This one's actually quite controllable. I kind of anticipate that people will have spent more time on their Class 7 cars because it means that basically you needed to keep up with the rules and stuff. Oh, this one is actually quick. The Caravan. But you needed to keep up with the rules with Class 7, and you have to pay more attention. I would imagine, at least. The engine, I thought it died. We're going the way that nobody has ever gone to get around the ramp. But I'm going to just say that's good enough. We're trying to get these cars done quick. Certain allowances will be made that would not be made on previous runs. Battle Fox, I'm so sorry, but your car had sliders on the engine, and I couldn't put it in the class. Your car looks amazing, though. I really like the design of it. I was looking through it, and I saw the sliders. I was like, no, I have to DQ this. and I was very disappointed. It's really funny that both you and Notcross, despite being mods of the Discord, both messed that up. But yeah, no, it's easy to make mistakes. No, I'm not going to. Sorry. Okay, engine died. No, it didn't die. Now it did die. This is a very robust minivan. I did not do that for the others. I did not lower any sliders. Cars are DQ'd as they are. Yeah, no modifications on my part. Although I did try to fix some of them. I ran into one car that had some really strange issues. I was like, what the heck is wrong with it? Turned out they were using a very old version of the game, and that's why it was so screwed up. But obviously that one got DQ'd. The van is like exceptionally durable. Not gonna be an amazing time, but super, super durable van. We might just do a one-run go with these cars just to get them done. I feel like that might be fair. I said 2 runs before, I'm feeling the 1, unless it's a disaster. But yeah, so lower budget in these Class 7 cars means that there were some restrictions because you couldn't just like make everything ridiculous. Even without quality sliders, it is still possible to crest the budget, as some people did, and ultimately got kicked out of the class for. Well, that's a 301, first benchmark for this class. I'm very curious about the bugs. Because, this one, I felt really bad about DQing this one too. Or having to move it. But the bugs are going to be really slow because 1.6 liter Boxer 4 was the limit. They had to have a 1.6 liter Boxer 4 or less. There are way harder challenges. No, sorry, I can't run it, Battle Fox. I appreciate the effort you put into the car, but it's not fair if I run it, so I'm not going to do it. Yeah, no, some of the buggies have massive power, like 500-600 horsepower. I think I saw one with over 1,000 out of a 1.6 turbo Boxer 4, which is bananas. But I don't think the car is going to be good. Like it's not going to be good. This one actually has potential to be really good. 4x4. This is made by Thom, or Tom, I guess. Long wheelbase, wide. This thing is hopefully going to be good. When I create the rules for these showcases, I mean, Overlord actually... Oh my sound. Insane. Overlord made the original rules and then I modified them. And I kind of messed them up a little bit, which is how we got 2 classes and things. But when I modified them, I was wondering if the $90,000 budget would actually mean anything. But I think it did. I think it mattered. People probably had to make sacrifices to fit under it, because there were a couple cars that were darn close. This thing is an absolute handful, but it is fast and dangerous. I like the way it's designed too, just a crazy big Baja, like long boy work truck. Oh, there it goes. Excellent job on that. This thing has probably a game-winning time in it. Remember I said 1 run. I'm gonna do 2 for the massive failures. But if it just takes a small mechanical failure, we're running it. It's going through. Not much compromise? Yeah, I mean, the Bugo is a pretty cheap vehicle. We probably could have lowered the budget a little bit if we made it, say, 50K. That would have made a lot of cars change. But, yeah, it's fine at 90. It basically just classifies, or it takes the class away from Sportsman and Trophy a little bit and makes it a little more unique. But Class 7 is also the largest class. It is massive. And I think it probably is going to be 3 streams unless something happens. Some of the cars, you might be surprised, are dirt cheap in this showcase, like 20k cars running in Class 7 that are competitive. So it's not really about money, it's about tuning. And as long as you don't screw up too badly, then your car is probably going to be decent. Okay, where did I screw this one up last time? Because I want to make sure I don't do that again. That's a rhetorical question now I'm asking myself. Oh my goodness, it gets bouncy in there. This is going to be a jump. Keep it together, keep it together. You only got one run. This is the last one. Oh, that wheel is screwed. Holy crap. Yeah, no, this, look at the time right now. 142 coming through there. This thing has potential to be absolutely killer. Jump it and gun it. 157. Oh, ho, ho. That is a fast one. 3rd place overall in the showcase for a slightly disqualified car. 833. And if I didn't screw that up, that thing could have won the whole thing. Really, really fast. So what you're saying about the track and, like, I guess practicing on it, I didn't release the track. Like, Buzzy's here. He made the track and then gave it to me, and then I was practicing a little bit on it. Not enough, honestly. I didn't practice enough. But basically, we didn't release the track early because I don't want people to build up expectations. And then it's honestly a little bit more fair for people who don't have beamng, because if people have beamng, they can test their car on the exact track and tune it for the track. But if you just have automation, I mean, you're kind of screwed anyway because you can't test it at all. But for the people who have beamng, it's already an advantage. You get even more of an advantage if I give you the track. Okay, this one is the purpose-built Class 7 all-wheel drive vehicle, and it looks very blue and red. Oh, it's bouncy. Yeah, I feel like one of the problems with releasing the track as well, other than fairness, is expectations, and that's probably the biggest one in my head. That if I release the track, or I tell you what the track is, and I've done this before, people will already know how fast their car is, right? So if I can't get it to go that fast or on the track, or I'm struggling or something, then it's your expectations have not been met, basically. I think it makes people more sour if I have the track already picked out and shown off before the showcase is finished. In this case, your car is set already, so if I release the track after the first stream, you could try it out if you wanted to. It is a custom track, so less people are actually going to try it because you have to import it into Beam. But yeah, oh goodness, no. Okay, we're good. But I feel like people's expectations are a bit of a problem. And I have to be careful about meeting or exceeding them. I don't want to make people feel bad. That's not the goal of these showcases. Like, you've probably noticed there are no prizes. There's no like money being exchanged here. It's literally just me having fun with cars that you made. We have a timetable and a leaderboard, but it doesn't really mean anything because every car is driven with equal incompetence. So, as the classic consider line, every car is driven by me, so yeah. There's only so much I can do. Especially considering I don't practice with them, and I have to drive 172 cars over the course of several streams. It's a lot of cars. It's hard to get used to one when you're driving that many. Okay, 217. Pretty good. These cars are going quick. I'm pleased with that. We do have another 20 minutes or so to sling through them before I've reached my artificial cap, but we'll obviously finish them if I don't have time. VMW. Not W. VMV. Why did I put a W? Oh. Let me just fix that real quick. Dang. Yeah, this one created by Expert Ambassador. Felt bad about DQing this one as well. As with all cars, I feel bad. Yeah, I think what you guys are talking about makes a lot of sense. Like, people tend to take these showcases way too seriously, and it's just like, at the end of the day, again, it is just for fun, right? We're all just having fun here. At least I'm trying to have fun, and if it becomes unfun, then it's like, well, why are we doing this? It's sort of how I feel about it. There definitely is some grind. Like, I'll admit that. Oh, I'll admit that, like, going through every single one of these cars, going through all 210 of them or whatever it was incredibly tedious and not fun at all. Sometimes I have help with that. This time I didn't. I had to go through them all myself. But it's not fun to review all these cars. However, that's just part of the showcase experience, I guess, and something that has to be done. Now, the thing is that the streams are where the fun is at, and that's where, like, I'm trying to have fun with you guys. And this is also where the results come from. So, at the end of the day, I'm not taking this super seriously. I know we probably could try and do a really serious showcase. The automation devs do better showcases than I do. So if you want to get in on that kind of stuff and actually have prizes, then join an automation dev event, and you can actually win some stuff. But that's not what I'm about, and they have to do things seriously because they're an actual company, and I'm not. It's just me. This automotiveflux is not a registered brand or anything like that. It's just me on my computer every week making videos. So yeah, in terms of the sort of philosophy of showcases, that's where it comes from. That's honestly how I feel about it. But back to the cars, I guess. We may as well get out of the discussion a little bit. We've done 3. This is number 4. This one is pretty darn good, actually. Very, very smooth on the small bumps. Incredible handling. Oh, and also incredibly easy to roll. Excellent time, though, for this one is what's happening. If you can make it through the small bumps without any problems, it will absolutely kill it through some of these sections. This is going to be a great time. It's not going to be under 2 minutes, but a 2:03 is excellent. Very well done. That's 6th overall. 465. Disregard everything I said about Class 7s being slow, because all the cars we've run have been Class 7, and they ain't slow. Land Corsair Baja. I've been worried about this one because it has no thumbnail. Is it going to load in-game? Oh, man. Land Corsair Baja by Fyro. Yeah, no, thanks for the offer, Turbo Crash, to help out with the showcase challenges and stuff. I think we got a few people who are interested in helping, which makes things easier for me for sure. Yeah, I've enlisted the help of the Discord mods a few times. You may remember, if you've been on this channel for a while, they actually made trading cards for everybody for a showcase one time, which was amazing, and a ton of work on their part. Okay, this thing is very bouncy and top heavy. I'm worried. Oh, I'm so worried. Roll over. Yes. Okay, it's tweaked. We'll go for our second run. Driving and looking pretty. Hey, I can't do that looking pretty part, but I can maybe drive a little bit. Thanks to today's sponsor. No, I'm already done with that. Legit though, in terms of sponsorships, I already talked about this earlier in the stream, but Henson Shaving is an extremely good sponsor. I actually reached out to them. They didn't reach out to me. No dishonesty here when I'm talking about them. A legit good sponsor. Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen anybody else except for Fort9, which is a motorcycle channel, advertise for them. But, okay, this car, focusing on it, actually, that jump that I just did was elegant, beautiful, flashy, and just the right amount of flashy. Something that messes with my head a little bit is that we're like, are we half done the showcase? Are we even half done? There's still a lot of times that I have to run this course. Oh man, keep it together. Every time we get close to the finish, I'm like, yes, that's it. But then tomorrow, it's going to be another 3 hours. It'll be fun though, as long as you guys are willing to watch. Yeah, no, Fort9 is excellent. If you're into motorcycle stuff, Fort9 is incredibly good motorcycle videos. I watch, I mean, not lately because I haven't had a lot of time, but I watch a little too much YouTube. Oh, it's upset. Pop her around. Hey. I watch a little too much YouTube, and I like motorsports stuff, so naturally I'm watching motorcycle gear content as well. I would like to get into motorcycles. My wife won't let me, for obvious reasons, and also other reasons I shouldn't, because a lot of young men die on motorcycles, and I don't want to be part of that statistic. I got some family stories about motorcycles if you guys want to hear them. My grandpa and my great uncle, my grandma's brother, they're both really into motorcycles, and they used to be riding them. They're way too old now. These guys are in their 80s, but they used to ride motorcycles. My great uncle was involved in a car crash on a motorcycle, and it was a really bad one. Oh geez. We had this problem before with one of the cars where it wouldn't let me select it. I'm just gonna do this. Uh-oh. Okay, got it. Whew. I was worried there for a sec. GSV. This is an OG rule set. Another Range Rover. Let's see how she does. Yeah, so my great uncle, this was years ago, maybe in the 90s or early 2000s, he got into a really bad wreck on a motorcycle. He was wearing a helmet, he had gear on. He still ended up like splitting his head open, like brutally, to the point where he has like staples all around his face holding him together. And basically since then my mom was like, no, none of my boys, I have 2 brothers, are gonna get into motorcycles, because she didn't want to see that happen to us. It was obviously I wasn't around. I don't think I was like, I must have been a child at that point, or it was before my time, but it was a brutal thing in our family for a while. So this is the last Class 7 vehicle, by the way. Flux Edition GSV Engineering, made by Strat. We actually get into some buggies after this. It's going to be fun. So yeah, if I had a motorcycle, I'd only really be able to drive it probably just to work, like 2-3 months of the year, unless I was willing to drive in the cold. It's honestly like, we don't get a lot of summer here, and there aren't that many good riding days. I'd love to get into dirt bikes, and I might actually do that at some point. But actual like road going motorcycles, probably not, just for safety purposes. My end goal of the future, and this is going to be a while before I get there, but I kind of want to move to a larger piece of property. I'm talking a couple acres, nothing crazy. And I'm hoping to make some like trails that I can bike on, and bike is in cycle, and then also ride dirt bikes and ATVs on and stuff. That would be my like dream, doing that on my own property. But we'll get there. We'll get there in the future. It's gonna be good. Maybe 10, 20 years until that happens. Weird to think about how old I'll be at that point, but anyways. Talking about dirt bikes. Ooh, yeah, insurance on motorcycles is insane as well, especially for young guys. Talking about dirt bikes, my dad had a dirt bike accident when he was a kid, and he broke his collarbone doing it, which is a story he likes to tell. So my mom is like very anti-dirt bike as well. It's like, none of my sons are going to be on dirt bikes. They don't want to break any bones out here. She's got good reasons, but, you know, mothers worry. $500 to $1,000 a year? I mean, that's not too bad, actually. Back when I got my first car, it was way too much to insure it at 18. Holy crap. I think it was like $3,000 a year, $4,000 a year, something like that, down in Toronto. But since I've moved up north, insurance is way cheaper, which is great and just a nice side effect. $221 and a big old flip to the finish. That's it for Class 7 in the DQ tier. 788. Alright, let's get into the buggies. Yeah, insurance in Canada is pretty expensive. Ignore that. Baja buggy thingy. There it is. So this is the 1600 class. Changing things up a little bit, we're going to be running basically Fiat 500s and sand rails. These cars are even more restrictive than the Class 7. We got 1.6 liter engines, and there's no budget cap, so they could be as expensive as they want. But 1.6 liter Boxer 4, and there's a weight minimum of 703 kilos, which is 1,550 pounds, I believe. So that basically means that, yeah, these cars should be fairly light, fairly fast, but also very bouncy. Most of them, as you can see, are rear-wheel drive with one all-wheel drive exception, and I'm worried that it's going to be a disaster. So let's see how these rear-engine beasts do. Goodness, okay. Sorry, I was trying to reach out and drive. First gear is an interesting one with this car. We're slipping around in the sand, that's for darn sure. But it's not actually as bad as I thought it might be, so big bonus there. Oh no, I gotta scratch my face and I'm driving. We gotta find a smooth spot. Hey Goofy, you actually made it to the stream. I see your message about your friend on a crash. Good to know that he's doing better. Sucks when that stuff happens. Like, those can be life-ruining experiences if you crash hard enough, and yeah, it just stings even more when somebody's really young. Ooh, that's rough. That's very rough. I got my chance, but we're gonna have to try a second run. Collarbone, shoulder, left arm, part of back. Yikes. That's real bad. Yeah. No, I guess being young does have its disadvantages. But, like, I know a guy who, I guess he was into parkour or something, and he jumped off of like a flight of stairs doing some kind of parkour thing. And naturally, he missed and fell 2 stories, smashed his head on some concrete, and he is not the same. Like, he's basically ruined his life from that experience. He was in the hospital for months, and then when he eventually got out, he was just not the same person. Stuff like that hurts. Oh man, you gotta get some serious speed to get over that. But I'm gonna continue. Just thus is the nature of the challenge. For the sake of the buggies, I'm gonna take this one a little more on the inside. Because now it's time for the small bumps, and this is where things get wild out here. Hey, I'm glad I can make things better for you, although I don't know how the heck that's even possible. Honestly, I've been. This is some stuff I've been thinking about as we get close to the end of the stream here. We're 6 cars away if you count this one. 5 cars left to run. One thing I've been doing recently is trying to be a lot more positive about things. Like, even when stuff is not going well, there's always a good positive thing to think about in there somewhere. And I also quit going on Twitter and also Instagram and pretty much all social media except for YouTube, and like that's pretty much it. And that cuts a lot of negativity out of your life if you cut those things off. I would legit suggest, if you find yourself feeling like negative about stuff, you should probably think about where it's coming from, because some things are just too negative. I find that, like, especially Twitter is really bad for this, but like people gang up on certain things, and then if you're not of the same opinion, then it just doesn't quite, like, it's basically like if you don't have the same opinion as us, you can die in a fire type thing, which is not a good thing. It's not something that we as individuals should be experiencing on a daily basis. Too much hostility on Twitter, and Reddit is bad for that too. And yeah, I'm just not on any social media except for YouTube anymore. Right, we're gonna finish this one off in style. We're gonna slap our way through this finish line with a 3-minute. This will be our benchmark for the buggies. Oh man, there's only 30 of them in the last section, so I hope I can get through them. 21,157. On to the next. Project Baja, the Desert Rocket. This one is really cool, but unfortunately it did have to be kicked out, made by Mr. Hijinks. What social networks do you have in America and Canada? I mean, it's all the big ones, I guess. Facebook is, like, dead, though. Man, Facebook is super dead. Instagram is still big. Twitter, obviously, is big still. TikTok, I'm not on TikTok at all. Yeah, those are probably the biggest ones. TikTok probably being the newcomer that's also huge with the youth. I ain't a youth, so I'm not on TikTok. YouTube is also massive, as you may suspect, and I'm thankful that it still is. I was worried legit when videos were, like, TikTok was kind of taking over a little bit. Oh, this one has ESC. Well, we're going to be here for a while. Yeah, no, I just think a lot of the time social media can be very poisonous to your mind. You gotta really curate it to be positive if you're gonna be on there. Like, if you're interested in car stuff, you gotta get exclusively car stuff on there, because if you get any drama, it just screws with your head. That's just my opinion, obviously. YouTube can be bad for that too sometimes, depending on who you watch, but... Oh man, this one is tough. it's not going to get a good time when I'm going to try and finish this run. Turbo Boxer, interesting. Oh yeah, Discord is social media too. Yeah, Discord is very dependent on what server you're in though, like, and how active you are in it. I find it very difficult to be active on Discord. Even in my own server, which is quite a large server, there's over 2,000 people there, but it's not a super busy server by any means. I think it's a little bit different because I'm also the creator of the server, so a different dynamic in that regard. Whoa, that was a bump. This one is thoroughly screwed. I'm gonna have to try that again. Yeah, I've heard about Rumble before, but I'm not exactly keen on jumping ship. YouTube actually is totally fine for me because, like, my videos have no swearing in them. There's no sexual stuff in here, so it's very, very fine. There we go. There we go. If you're wondering why I'm taking the road instead of the dunes, it's because the ESC will prevent us from getting up any speed at all as long as the wheels could potentially spin. So, the road it is. I'm going to skip the jump this time, by the way. We're just going to go straight for it. We need to hit a rock. Oh, goodness. The axle's screwed. Oh, no. This is going to be a painful run. Yeah, political stuff is definitely better on Rumble than it is on YouTube and other areas. Honestly, in general, when it comes to political stuff, I just feel like it's better to not seek it on the internet at all. Like, it's so divisive, it's insane. I don't think it's worth it to look at. Which is why you probably noticed I don't talk about politics at all on this channel. And it's banned from the Discord. Straight up, we don't want any politics in these areas. It's better that way. Honestly, it is. Okay, this run is no doubt a little bit scruffy considering the left offset of our axle. But this car is surprisingly quick even with an absolutely tweaked front end. Yeah, no, I think you kind of hit the nail on the head there, Splinter GP. Also, I've just flipped the car over. Flip yourself over, car, come on. The roll cage actually doesn't have any physics. Anyways, so yeah, I just feel like people get way too political about stuff and it just doesn't need to be there. And sometimes, I know politics does affect everything, but this is a game. Politics does not affect this game, so we can just play it with peace and no politics. That's the gist of it. Politics affects cars a lot though, so any sort of car commentary channels can sometimes get into politics, especially about like EV tax credits and stuff. And what they feel about that. Lawyer reaction stuff, how does that work? Yeah, I'm not really into law content. Okay, we just gotta finish this run. That's literally it. Just cross the line and we're good. No, again. There we go. Oh, they comment on proceedings. Okay. Hey, there's actually still 30 of you here watching me fail with these failure cars. It says we fly on the back of this. I have not seen any flying. That might count as flying. Alright. Cross the finish line, please. Just anything. 4-minute run. Oh man, we're not gonna get in the 5-minute runs with these, I hope. Okay, 404. Whew. 404 error. Desire to continue to run that car missing. It's not bad. It's just that it got destroyed pretty early, and then it was a very tough run through the finish. Next one is the Brasher. This one is extremely cool, and I was like, dang, why did you have to mess that up? Just a little bit of a mistake in this one to kick it out of the 1600 class. Ooh, it's actually getting pretty hot in here despite being freezing outside. But the Basher Thrasher 1600, this is one of those like very unique vehicles, totally fixtures based on one of the chassis that we sort of allowed within this class, so that's why you're seeing very similar vehicles. Hey, thanks for sticking around, Turbo Crash. I appreciate you being here. And if you're actually peacing out, then yeah, thank you for the donation and for watching the stream. Alright, yeah, this one, as you can see, is just extremely cool. It looks like an actual sand rail. Engine in the back, it's got a floor. There's nothing in the front, so it'd be very, very, very rear heavy. This one, again, rear wheel drive. No ESC, but a very popping exhaust. Oh my goodness, yeah, that's a crispy exhaust. Huge rear wheels means we should be able to do something, but I'm just watching that middle light there. It's bouncing. Up and down it goes. Oh, lockpicking lawyer? Yeah, no, I definitely, that's the only legal stuff I watch occasionally. I find his lock reviews to be interesting. I'm not exactly like a lock aficionado, though. I'm not going to go and spend a couple $100 on a fancy lock on my door just for somebody to break the door itself. I think if you get into like high-class locks, you better have a security door and security hinges and all that stuff, so it's hard to knock the thing down in the first place. Oh my goodness, it flew. Wow, okay, we're not gonna take the ramp. That was ridiculous. Oh, that Brick channel? Yeah, no, I totally watched that. He just made a, like an air-powered truck recently, I believe, or that's at least the most recent video I've watched. Super cool stuff. I think it could even be taken a step further, like, if you oil up the joints and things of the Lego, you could probably get the engines run smoother. That's kind of what I was thinking when I was watching it. Like, you could go for a simple like oil gallery type situation. Mineral oil maybe would work on Lego. Could be really cool. But yeah, when I have a giant Lego Porsche in the background, you probably see that, the GT3 RS, and it's got like a working Lego shifter as well, which is super cool. But it's unpowered, so I was thinking, I know some people have powered it through like Mindstorm stuff. I was thinking it'd be really cool to do that. Maybe one day, maybe one day. I see you guys are talking about... Oh my goodness, don't roll again. On the same bump, too. I feel like this one has some... Yeah, you can kind of see the nodes are all over the place on this body, so it isn't quite the way it seems. Flip over, please. What the heck? Yeah, look at how far the nodes go out. There's something wrong with this. This is a disaster. I think I'm just gonna have to try it again, even though I'm breaking my own rules here. I actually don't remember what this body is based on, but it's got a very, very large body. You gotta be careful, because it's just a big cube. That's why it hit the bump so weirdly. Like the big ramp, I'm just calling it the bump. But it hit the bump very strangely, and I can kind of see why. It's got so many nodes underneath and like on the sides that it just totally tipped it over. Pretty weird. So yeah, some channels I do watch that I definitely will advertise for. At any point, obviously, I like certain channels. I'm into RC stuff, so there's a channel called RC Test Flight. If you're into things being built like RC scale, that is a really cool channel for planes and for boats. And he also did this extremely cool RC durability test, basically running them as long as he possibly could. It was super, super cool. And then there's another one called The Dark Dragon Wing. I've been watching his stuff for ages, like probably 10 years. And he does like designs. Recently made a Fast and the Furious Mitsubishi Evolution. Exceptionally cool stuff. Really, really well done. Like 3D printing and things. Absolutely no problem recommending those channels than others. Oh my goodness. A lot of my favorite channels kind of just quit uploading these days, so I had to go like seek out more. That's what I've ended up with. Up here, I'm gonna go, like I just went really slowly up there this time because I don't want to flip it again and run into that same problem. Like, I just want to get a good time for this car. Technology connections and the history guy. Interesting. Okay, we're darn close to the end of the stream here. Come on, just finish. Every one of these cars is a little challenge. Oh. This one actually soaks up the bumps extremely well. It's really not bad. And because this thing is totally broken, I'm just gonna go... Oh, don't even think about it. I'm just gonna go straight through the post here. Yeah, it's too bad about the collision on this one. If it had better collision, it would be better. 250. That's 3 left. 3 left. 768. This one called the Disc Motors. There are 2 Disc Motors vehicles. This one is the Baja Buggy. I reviewed these new ones today, and this one is quite an interesting one, so let's take a look at it. Yeah, looking good. Still on that new video. I gotta go and answer a whole bunch of comments after this. I was actually hoping to run some RCs today, but it looks like I'm not gonna have time. Alright, here is this one. I said it was interesting, and I still maintain that. It's like it's got an outside tube frame, which is really strange. Kind of cool, though. I like this sort of creativity with this build. 1.6 Boxer 4, non-turbo. Let's do it. Hey, what's up? You know, we're almost done a showcase stream, and I'm actually feeling pretty good. Okay, rear-wheel drive, again, causing some problems. The next one is actually all-wheel drive, which is strange for this class. A lot of them are rear-wheel drive. It was not a requirement, but it is more likely with a rear engine. So far, so good. Literally just got to finish. This one is so close to the ground, it's like I can see the track so much more closely than with the previous vehicles. Come on. This is a very bouncy car and very, very tippy, so I'm trying to be careful. Oh, geez, so close. Okay, time for the jump. This could spoil this whole run. Yep. No. Okay, one more time. Oh, it didn't load. No, this sucks. So you watch Mighty? Oh, which Mighty is that? Darn, I forgot the last part of the name. I've seen some of Neological stuff too, it's pretty good. He definitely focuses more on beam content. At least he used to when I was watching. But yeah, I appreciate that people watch my videos. IRL channel and this channel as well. Oh, it's porpoising. Ah, car mighty, I see. Fantastic beam driver? Huh. I should get that guy to drive some of my stuff. I've been meaning to collab with some people. Actually, funny that you bring up Twin Turbos. I was supposed to collab with him a couple weeks ago, and I've just like been way too busy with showcase stuff to do anything, so apologies, Twin Turbos. I do mean to message you back about that. Just been too busy. Yeah, collabs are pretty important, especially when you're growing a channel. If you can collab with bigger creators, then you're kind of setting yourself up for some success. But I mean, I just need to be involved with the community is more my thinking. Oh, this thing is so scary. Not the tree. Okay. We've actually gone well over 3 hours at this point, by the way. This is the longest stream of the showcase. I can see your comments. I might not be able to reply to them immediately, though. I also might not know what to say, and so I don't say anything. It's better that I don't say anything than just try to come up with some response. If you're asking me a question, though, then I apologize. I must have missed it. Yeah, I used to be really bad at reading chat and driving and kind of getting the streamer flow down. And I think as the streams go on, and the reason I don't go over 3 hours too much is because of exactly that. I feel like I break down over time. From Iceland, wow. I honestly would be a terrible politician as well. I'm too honest. But yeah, no, there's like a balance of playing the game, talking to chat, saying new things that aren't just chat based, because sometimes if your stream is really small, nobody's going to be talking, so what do you say, right? You just talk to yourself for 2 hours, 3 hours? That sucks. It's always better when people are talking. 42799. Onto the Baja RE. This one is exceptionally plain, but I had to DQ it again for the engine being slightly too big. Made by Rego. Ooh. Yeah, it's I was saying earlier in the stream, but I honestly think that streaming is a lot more difficult than people give it credit for. I think that anybody who wants to be a streamer for their like full-time job, like young kids or something, they watch too much Twitch and they're like, "Man, I want to be a streamer." It takes a lot of work, and I think it takes a certain like skill set to be good at it. I don't really have that skill set. It's taken a lot of practice to be at all okay at streaming. And even now, I'd consider myself to be just okay, not particularly good or bad. This car is all-wheel drive, by the way, so it's a drastic change from what we've been seeing, and therefore significantly faster. But one thing about like streaming when you're playing a racing game is you gotta focus on actually driving unless it's a super familiar track, so it becomes harder to talk to chat and stuff. Some other games you can get into it and not really just kind of ignore the chat. A lot of streamers do, especially big ones. I don't even know why people chat if the streamer ignores it, but they'll ignore your chat for a long time and only between games or something will they comment on it. Oh, that was flying. It is a hot tub on wheels. It absolutely is. I mean, I don't really watch too much Twitch, so that's probably why I don't really know what's going on in terms of streaming. Especially at the beginning, I was like, what is this? But now that I've got the hang of it, it's really more about capturing your own style. As with everything content related. Oh, goodness. Okay, all-wheel drive is a massive benefit to this bathtub, but it is still pretty rowdy. Every single time we hit an all-wheel drive car in the 1600 section, I'm gonna be like, ah, beautiful. This is exactly what I needed. Oh, roll yourself over, please. We're so close to finishing, I'm just gonna roll it. Let's go, let's go. Did he actually do, wait, the Nürburgring for 24 hours? Is it a legit 24-hour race? Or is it some, like, scaled-down version? I actually have thought about trying to do, like, a 12-hour stream at some point, but I think you can tell based on the way I am at 3 hours that, well, 3.5 hours probably by the time this stream is over. That's another 8 minutes or so. I would probably be dead, like, completely dead, if I tried to make it that far. It would be entirely delusional past 4 hours-ish. Okay, that's a 2:55. 122, not bad. Last car, let's do it. Thank you very much. The stash is it's not gonna be going away, but it's gonna be morphing into a beard in a couple weeks. Mostly because I need to speak at an event, and I don't want to have a ridiculous mustache up on the stage. So that's gonna be interesting. Oh. Bongo. Oh, I guess that's one of your future cars. We're straight up at the last car of this stream. 3.5 hours of goodness. I was gonna say pain and misery, but it hasn't been that bad. 4 hours. Ooh. 2 people on a team, so you still have to drive for 12 hours total. Let's do it. Swaggy Boy 21. This looks surprisingly familiar to some of the other stuff that we've been running. Oh yeah, it's the same body. Rear wheel drive, no ESC, although it does have it, it's just not working. Let's see how we do. Class 7 has the most cars, and Class 7 is actually next. Not today, though. That's going to be tomorrow. I honestly just want one, like, clean run to finish off this stream. And then I'm going to call it, like, that's it. We done. By the way, don't peace out without dropping a like on this stream if you enjoyed it. It actually helps a lot. At one time, one of my streams has gotten like 278,000 views after the fact, which is insane, but it's because people really supported it. And it just took off. I'm looking for that success again. Up and crash. How do you get good at designing cars? Practice, honestly, that's it. I have 300 and something hours in automation and a ridiculous amount of practice. So what you can do if you want to practice is pull up a picture of a real life car, choose the same style body, and then design your fixtures in a way to match it like the absolute best that you can. And then you can use those techniques to work on your own sort of designs. That would be my suggestion. If you can recreate a design of another car, then you can make your own design as well. And recreating designs does take some creativity. It's not just copy paste. So yeah, get to work with those fixtures, slap them around and make something interesting like I did in today's video. And yeah, make yourself a version of a real life car. No, she face planted. Flip. Nah, the algorithm is the beast that's difficult to tame. Hopefully that's the final F of the stream, by the way. My channel overall is extremely inconsistent, where some videos will do extremely well and others will do extremely poorly. And it's basically all down to algorithm stuff. There ain't much I can do. It's something I've kind of just come to terms with, is like I cannot control the outcomes of my videos most of the time. That's one of the things that's tough about being a creator. You never know how it's going to go unless you're huge and you have a ton of subs, and it's a guaranteed success for you. Yeah, that's exactly what I mean, sure as can be. Like, if you recreate stuff, you can use fixtures in ways that they weren't meant to achieve a certain look. And I think it kind of gives inspiration for your own stuff, too. No, I don't plan on stopping YouTube, don't worry. It is my hobby, and one of them. I have a few hobbies, few too many hobbies. And it is also something that I enjoy doing. And as a big bonus, it's an excellent way to just have a bit of a side income without having to work at McDonald's. So that's basically the long and the short of it. That's it, boys. 3:45. Oh, 3:45.974, and we're not crowning any winners because the area of shame is an area of shame. So that's going to be it for the stream. 3.5 hours, my bad, of good stuff happening. The car is driving itself. But I hope that you guys have enjoyed it. It has been interesting. This is the end of the Sportsman class and the area of shame. We're going to be moving on to Class 7, and if you're curious as to how big Class 7 is, it's quite massive. Here it is here. Whoops, I just opened something I shouldn't have. There we go. Class 7 is starting all the way at the top. all the way down to here, and that is 68 cars. 2 to 3 streams for this. It's gonna be a long run. So thanks everybody for watching. I hope that you have enjoyed this stream, and I will see you guys again soon. Be sure to like the stream if you liked it. And thank you to those who donated to the Evo Fund. We are now $10 Canadian up on the Evo Fund of an intended goal of 20,000. So thanks guys. I'll see you again soon. Appreciate you sticking around for the stream. And I'll see you again, soon. I'm going to go eat some dinner, and then I'm going to play some Elden Ring. And next stream tomorrow. Probably 2 o'clock, so stick around. Thanks, guys.